I know it's been a little bit, but it's time for year 6 of the Baylor Dynasty, and we got the full year on deck for you today. And this team is primed and ready to go to try to make a run at the national championship. They have been in the playoffs 2 previous seasons, and last year it ended in a pretty embarrassing way. So we're looking to bounce back this year. And we have a couple of players returning, Tank Cherry being the main one who decided to come back for another year, and Tyrone Dell entering his second year as a starting quarterback for this team. Though on the defensive side of the football, we lost our star cornerbacks, our star secondary basically, and it's an all-new group led by 2 freshmen and a transfer portal safety and another first-year starter in Salem. So expectations are high, and this team coming in at number 3 in the country is going to be at home to start against Northern Illinois, and we do have ourselves a pretty tough schedule. I do think this is going to be the toughest schedule that we will have in this series, but we will get things started with at least a bit of an easier game against Northern Illinois, where we get to open at home and try to ease the secondary in, some of the new starters on this team. Northern Illinois will start with the football as they hand it off, and that's going to be outside already on the first play of the game. Broken tackle, and he got into that second level for the first down, as now they throw it outside, knocked away, and a good play there. That was the freshman corner, Moses, who is going to be an absolute huge player for us, a return man, return specialist, speedy outside corner, 5-star prospect. As we start with the 2 new running backs, we lost Josh Beckett. He went to the NFL. We'll get to the 2 new guys in a second as play action. Dell firing one down the field. Tank Cherry running over a man, and Tank Cherry primed for a massive season. Here's Tarquin Boudreaux, who's going to be one of the 2 new running backs, and here's the other one, Lane O'Connell, transferring from Sam Houston all the way to the Baylor end zone for the touchdown to start 7-0 for the Bears, and the offensive possession looked easiest. Now defense looking a little bit less easy as a big play from Northern Illinois. Now a handoff. He's going to get stopped on third down. Baylor gets the football back. That was Jaquan Feely. But these 2 new running backs are going to be a big part of this offense. It's going to be a split rotation, split backfield for them, as Dell is going to step up. He's going to run it, and Dell breaking a tackle, and Tyrone Dell using some athleticism. Here's Boudreaux outside. He's got the blocking. He's got the lane, and Boudreaux to the 25-yard line as now play action. As Dell looking, there's Tank Cherry, and Tank Cherry touchdown, and he's already heating up to start. It's just the first quarter of the season. Sack, that's Robbie Kane, and he's one of the big seniors on this team. Baylor's all-time leader in sacks, as now 4th down results in a punt. Baylor gets phenomenal field position, and Boudreaux on the draw. He's going to be the guy who is the receiving back, the guy who plays out of shotgun. Lane O'Connell being more the guy who plays in the traditional run formations, as there goes Boudreaux hurdling over a down defender, and Boudreaux starting off amazingly as Dell gets sacked and a rusher came off the edge. Dell now, 3rd down and 20. He's moving left and he's gonna run for it. Dell gets out of bounds. Just, play it safe here. We are only against Northern Illinois, now up 17-0 as Baylor is cruising in this one, and they're doing what, maybe they hadn't done before, and even though they were ranked really highly, they didn't dominate teams quite that much. They didn't take care of business in the ways that you would expect them. Baylor plays a lot of close games, and it's nice to see them have a dominant performance as O'Connell for the first down. And I think both these running backs are performing very well as Dell evades the rush. He's going to step up and run forward, and Tyrone Dell, seeing him on the move a little bit more this season. He's really got some subtle athleticism. You wouldn't call him a run threat, but he can move a little bit. And look at Lane O'Connell. I mean, I don't know, unfortunate for Sam Houston to let him go, but we will happily take him as Cherry racking up catches in this first half as Dell over the middle. Tank Cherry can't hold on to this one. It'll be another field goal try. Nothing wrong with getting our kicker some more reps, as Pierre Casey been an up-and-down kicker throughout his time here at Baylor, but 20-0 here in the second quarter. It's winding down, and Northern Illinois is trying to get some points up before the half ends, as they're going to run it again, scrambling right up the middle for another first down, but we'll happily tackle him in bounds. 14 seconds, and he gets sacked, and that was Sergio Quintana, and they're also going to get 5 yards back, I guess, from a a little encroachment penalty, but I don't know how much that's really going to help them in this situation. 3rd down and 13, 10 seconds to play as he's got time, but no one open. That's almost picked off. We dropped Jaquan Feely in coverage, and he almost picked one off. Now it's going to be a Hail Mary to end the half as he throws it deep. Not going to be close to the end zone. Intercepted, and that's Leon Wilkins with it. Wilkins is the veteran of this secondary who's been on this Baylor team, so it's going to be up to him to try to lead this secondary. You also have Sean Wade being a starting receiver for us. He gives us a bit of speed that we have not had in years, as there goes Cribbs. We have another running back in freshman Cribbs. He's going to be seeing some 3rd string action as there goes a deep ball, and Tank Cherry for the first down, and Tank Cherry starting his final season off hot. Dell is looking. He's throwing back across his body. There it is. Boudreaux inside the 10. 3rd down and goal. Dell, he's going to have his man. Cherry down to the 1. Baylor goes on 4th down, and they tried to get a direct snap to Cribbs, and it's not going to work out. Still 20-0 for Baylor as a toss play outside. Risky call from Northern Illinois as it's going to pay off, and he gets out of bounds for a big 30-yard run. 3rd down and 8, though. Hadn't got much else after that run, and it's going to be a punt as Dell and the offense back on the field. Here's Alejandro Easy. He's going to be having his big senior season this year as, you know, with Tyree Dobbins graduating, we're going to need somebody to be the #1 outside receiver as, you know, even though Easy lines up in the slot, he's still a threat, and that's going to be exactly on cue. Alejandro Easy, the little guy who is just so productive. 27-0. We head into the 4th quarter, and we'll catch you with the highlights as Boudreaux outside on the toss play. He's running it so well as Dell, end zone, touchdown, Tank Cherry, and it's going to be 34-0 with 8 minutes to play as Northern Illinois just wants to get some points on the board for a little bit of confidence, and see if they can do that here. 4th down and 5. They got an open man, and they convert, so they're in field goal range. Can they actually put some points on the board? Middle, there you go. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. Finally on the board, but Baylor, I mean, they're cruising to a victory. You could put in the backups, but they want to, you know, keep the starters in for week 1 to get those extra reps and make sure that this team is clicking and making sure that this team can have more performances like this as they run out the clock, get it to a 34-7 victory. And it was all Baylor, one of the most dominant games that we have seen here from Baylor as they were just doing it great on all sides of the football. I mean, 450 yards. They had 200 yards on the ground. Tyrone Dell also incredibly efficient game, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 picks. But, you know, you could definitely see a difference in this team's running attack this year as Josh Beckett was just a home run hitter, not really a traditional running back, but the 2 new guys, Boudreaux and O'Connell, ran it pretty well. 8 yards and 6 yards a carry. Tank Cherry, 130 yards and 2 touchdowns to start his final season. And, you know, we'll take it with a grain of salt. It was Northern Illinois, and we'll see what happens when the competition picks up a little bit, because things will start to pick up pretty quickly, especially in this non-conference schedule. We got 2 tough opponents in the non-conference. You'll get the occasional updates of the top 25, and Baylor sitting here at #2 in the nation. Ohio State did lose, and surrounding us is it's a rough group of teams, as North Carolina was the team that embarrassed us in the playoffs, and then Oklahoma being our conference opponents who we don't actually even play in the regular season. And then when you look at what's in front of us, how about Virginia Tech, #10 in the nation and one of the top teams in the country, true contenders for the college football playoffs, as we are on the road taking them on in one of our toughest opponents of the season. Lane O'Connell takes the field after, you know, getting a solid debut. Him and Boudreaux, solid debuts as the team's running backs, as Dell is going to immediately have to be on the run. 3rd down and 8. Dell not wanting to go 3 and out. He's going to float one, and there's his guy, Tank Cherry, for the first down. Toss it out. O'Connell, he's not really going to get much blocking there, and he fumbles the football. It's kicked around, and it's picked up by Virginia Tech. And that is an awful start to this one for the Baylor offense as O'Connell puts it on the ground, and now play action as Virginia Tech rolling into a sack, and that's Robbie Cade. Baylor trying to play some damage control after the turnover. He's floating it deep for the end zone. He tested Moses. It's incomplete. Now a field goal try from 55. It's good. And Virginia Tech on the board to start as Dell is going to throw one underneath. Check down for Boudreaux. That's going to be caught for a 5-yard gain. Now 3rd down and 1. Float one out there, and there's Alejandro. Easy chain mover. That's what he does as we set up a screen now underneath. That's going to be Sean Wade. Gets the blocking. Gets outside. Sean Wade. He's got the open field, and he's got the speed. Touchdown. One of the fastest players in the nation gets the ball in his hands and gives Baylor the lead. Great bounce back after that turnover, but Virginia Tech not wanting to fall behind in the momentum. They go with the handoff and a pancake there as Quintana got put in his back. It's going to be 3rd down and 5. Underneath, that's going to be miscommunication and another long field goal. This one a couple yards longer, but the same result. It is good, in Virginia Tech 7-6 as Baylor goes with the draw and he gets held up at the line. Lost 3 as 3rd down and 9 as Dell, he's trying to get there and he fumbles, but they recover it this time as he kind of, was a little reckless with the football there. Virginia Tech with the back as the screen. Broken tackle, and he's going to get a big gain. All the way in Baylor territory. Play action. Throwing one across the field. Caught, and the crosser got open, and now Baylor's defense is looking to try to hold them to another field goal, but Virginia Tech trying to get to the end zone for the first time as the pop pass gets the first down to the 12-yard line as we start the second quarter with a handoff, and Virginia Tech, touchdown, and they are up 13-7, and Baylor kind of getting outplayed right now, but gotta just put things together and figure things out. Still a 6-point game, but turnover, and Virginia Tech with 3 scoring possessions on their side. The only thing that's in Baylor's favor is 2 of them were field goals, so it's still a 1-score game as Dell is gonna have the completed pass. What play extension from Dell and the throw on the run. 2nd down and 9 hit as he's throwing. 3rd down and 9 as Dell steps up. He's rolling right. He's going to try to run for it. He maybe could have thrown the check down, but wanted to run. Field goal try. It's a long kick, and that's wide left. And Baylor's going to give it back to Virginia Tech with another good starting field position to the 37-yard line. They get to the 45, 3rd down and inches. And an RPO is going to get blown up, and Baylor's defense comes up huge. Gets the football back for the offense as Dell with the play action. He's going to throw. Floating one for Alejandro. Easy, caught it. He was in space, and Easy just so little, so hard to find sometimes as they throw another ball up for Easy, and that one's incomplete. That's going to result in a punt. He got that ball a little bit higher, and maybe he could have, but in turn might have went over the head of the 5'7" Alejandro Easy. So that's kind of the downside of having a little receiver like him as Virginia Tech with the run. This quarterback scrambled for the first down, 39-yard line. We've seen their kicker hit from here already, so they're in field goal range, definitely in it with that 9-yard run. How about another one? 3rd down and 1, 1st down converted. 2-minute warning is hit as 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot as he's throwing, but completed. And now basically goal to go. Stepping up, running it. He's outrunning Quintana for the touchdown. And Virginia Tech 20-7, and Baylor's having some struggles right now as they're going to have to run the clock out, it looks like. I mean, you'd like to keep the clock moving here, but they're throwing one deep. He's playing it aggressive. It's incomplete. And that's going to give Virginia Tech the ball with 25 seconds to go in this half. And Baylor just trying to hold them here or take it to half with the 2-score deficit. But Virginia Tech not done. There's a flag down. And this one is going to be pass interference. It goes against the offense, and Virginia Tech just takes it to half where they get the football to start. So Baylor needs to make some adjustments here, needs to figure things out. Their only touchdown is a long screen pass as their defense trying to pick things up there with a 5-yard stop. Now a screen for Virginia Tech on 3rd and long. He's got nowhere to go, and Kane gets in there for the stop. And now with the offense getting back out there, the run game has not been good so far as Dell rolling out. He's going to throw one deep for the running back O'Connell, but the safety jumps and it's picked up. Virginia Tech with it. He's got blockers. He's inside the 20, down to the 10, and to the 12-yard line. Now Virginia Tech running it in, touchdown. And what is going on here for Baylor? It's 26-7. And this has been an awful showing right now as some mistakes have really come back to hurt Baylor. 2 turnovers and now 3rd down and 2 conversion. But, I mean, there's still time. 3-score game, though. You need to do something here. Great block, and Boudreaux is going to get the first down on the edge. 2nd down and 3. Dell needing to make up for that interception as they get the first down there. finally moving it down the field for the first time all game. Easy has the first down, cuts it up inside the red zone. 2nd down and 5, throwing it underneath. That's going to be caught by the other tight end, Quan Garrison. How about goal to go? Underneath again, and easy touchdown. And Baylor back in it. 2-point conversion to try to cut it down to an 11-point game. It's incomplete. Stays a 2-touchdown game, as now Virginia Tech needing to just play safe, but they lose a lot of yards on that one. Now a tight end screen. How about another loss? It's 3rd down and 20, and Baylor's going to force a 3-and-out, so things are now maybe starting to look up for Baylor. And Moses, the freshman corner, on the return. He's going to take it. Will he cut it back right? He's got blocking. And Moses inside the 30-yard line. Baylor set up in great field position to start the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 3, a conversion. And Baylor can cut this to a 1-score game as they throw it middle. Tag Cherry, touchdown. And Baylor's right back in it. 26-20 with 8 to go. And now another 3-and-out for Virginia Tech. And Baylor is storming back in this one, but a sack is going to back them up. 3rd down and 14. Virginia Tech trying to get off the field, but Tag Cherry's open again. Tag Cherry rumbling inside the 30-yard line. Handed off. O'Connell, hole opened up, and he's got the first down to the 11. 2nd down and 7 as Baylor underneath. Caught. That's Bostic, the backup receiver. 1st and goal. Trying to get the lead here. Dell rolling left. He's got speed. Can he get it? Yes, he can. Touchdown. And Baylor has the lead from 26-7 to 27-26. And the deep ball on 3rd down is knocked away. Baylor has the lead, has the football with 4 minutes to play, and Virginia Tech has gone with 3 straight 3-and-outs. 3 minutes to play. Screen set up for Cherry, and he's got the first down. Baylor in field goal range can make it a touchdown game. Play action. Dell is going to get hit as he's throwing, and they're going to have to settle for the field goal. This kick is good. And now Baylor's defense, can they come up with one more stop? It's been all Baylor's defense in the 2nd half, but they're going to need one more. Virginia Tech underneath, that's caught, broken tackle. He's got another broken tackle, and there he goes. And he's got 1 man to beat. Salem brings him down, but 2 broken tackles. Gets him to the red zone. Screen is going to be blown up. And now 2nd down and 15 with 1:20 to go. He's thrown for the end zone. Touchdown, and Virginia Tech has the lead. Baylor's defense had done so well in the 2nd half, but when they needed it most, they couldn't get the stop. 30 seconds to play. Dell's gonna fire one deep middle. It's caught. Diving grab, keeping it alive. Now 1st and 10 from the 41. Dell rolling out. He's trying to outrun the defense. He does. Gets out of bounds for a 5-yard gain. 20 seconds to go. 3rd down and 5. Dell floating one deep for easy. It's knocked away. 4th down and 5. Game on the line. Dell looking. Can they keep it alive? Throwing it deep. He had a man, but it was a miscommunication. Incomplete. And Baylor goes down. And Virginia Tech pulls it off. And the number 10 team in the nation took down the number 2 Baylor. And that is a rough early season setback. We wanted to make this non-conference schedule difficult, this schedule difficult as a whole, to make sure that we are battle-tested and ready if the playoffs do come calling. Virginia Tech, though, just went out to an early start, and even though Baylor was able to make the comeback, overcome it, it just was too much in the end. It was unrealistic to ask the defense to just shut them out, basically, in the 2nd half. So, I mean, the defense did a pretty solid job in the 2nd half. Just that last drive was a real unfortunate one. I suppose this makes sense. Well, number 2 beats number 10. Well, now we're 10 and they're 2. So I guess that works, as Baylor now dropping down to the 10th team in the nation. It's another tough matchup up next, as in the other non-conference game that we have that's going to be a little bit more on the difficult side. How about on the road at Texas A&M? It's been a while since Baylor and Texas A&M have gotten to mix it up, but these two teams have a lot of hate for one another. We're going to see now that Baylor is more of the big dog type of team, and Texas A&M is kind of on the outside looking in and having a tougher time in the SEC nowadays. Who's going to come out on top of this one? This is a series that has been very much dominated by Texas A&M. How about a 68-31 all-time meeting? But this is a 100th battle between these two teams, and Baylor looking for the victory against 2-0 Texas A&M. But this game is going to start with a flag, and it's going to be a hold on Baylor, as We're going to go back up to 1st and 20 as Dell underneath. That's going to be caught for Sean Wade. He gets close to the marker, gets all those yards back and more, and now 2nd and inches. It's going to be converted. O'Connell breaking a tackle and gets the 1st down. 40-yard line, 2nd down and 8. Dell is going to swing one outside. That's Boudreaux. He hangs on to it, and he breaks the tackle. And Boudreaux with a really impressive play. We're going to give him the carry there for the 1st down, as now 2nd down and 10. Dell, oh, the pressure gets in. 4 guys got in there. It's 3rd and 21, and Dell's going to float one. Tank Cherry in between the defenders. He's got it, and Cherry with another big play as they're going to go for the 1st down. That's going to be J.D. Gibbs is now 3rd down, and goal's going to hit, and Dell is not going to have a touchdown there. We're going to go 4th down and goal. Wildcat package touchdown. Lane O'Connell gets it, and Baylor didn't get to work in week 1 against Northern Illinois, but in week 3 here we get it to work against Texas A&M, and we take the early 7-0 lead. What a drive for Baylor to start. But now Texas A&M, speaking of starting, how about that run to start things off about midfield as he's got it for 3rd down and 3. Quickly hits, and he's got the 1st down as A&M moving at 35-yard line. Their drive going a lot quicker than Baylor's as they are going to get a 9-yard gain. 3rd down and 1. Hand it off. He's not going to get there. 4th and inches, and A&M plays it safe. Field goal is good, and it's 7-3 Baylor with the football back as there goes Cribbs, and Cribbs, the 3rd string running back. We're just seeing what he has to offer us, but I think O'Connell and Boudreaux have really earned their places to starting running backs of this team as Alejandro Easy on the pop pass, and Alejandro Easy, they all committed on the run inside, and Easy has the touchdown. 60 yards. He is by no means a speedster, but a rare catch and run touchdown from a long distance for Alejandro Easy. You won't see that very often, but on 3rd down and 1, A&M's going to get stopped again. And once again, they play it safe, play it conservative as Moses on the punt return. He's already had one good one so far against Virginia Tech, and now another good one to the edge. Gets it close to midfield, and this Moses seems to be a return specialist for us, a return man that we have not quite had, an element that we have not had, as that's going to be an interception. And Dell, I mean, that was just an unnecessary one. You can't be floating that one up there. I understand you want to get the football to Tank Cherry, and when do you not want to get the football to him? But you got to do better there as another 3rd down and 1 is stopped. This Baylor defense, how about 3 for 3 on 3rd down and 1s? That's not something you should see very often, but now look at Dell getting some action in the run game. You could definitely see that Baylor does like to get him on the move a little bit more this season. They didn't really do that much last year as Boudreaux gets it 2nd and inches after a 10-yard run, and Dell, he's going to get sacked. No speed there for him as a flag now. Free play as Boudreaux is going to have the screen, and that's going to be a 1st down, so no need to accept that one. An interesting one, though, to get a free play on a screen, so I mean, we'll take it, but doesn't really result in anything changing as that's going to be a 1st down for Sean Wade. 1st down and 10. Design play action rollout, floating one for Alejandro Easy. Caught it down to the 2, and now goal to go. Another play action. This time he's going left, and Alejandro Easy with touchdown number 2. And Baylor 21-3, and they have come out looking a lot more serious in this one. Another stop in a short yard situation. Dell, play action. The only thing that's been really rough about this team right now is the blocking has not really held up all that well, but Texas A&M is one of the best D-lines in the league, so maybe it's just a product of the A&M being really good in that asset of the game. As now with 30 seconds to go, another sack gets in. This time it was on a screen, so not much blocking there, but that one, that was just all on the line. There's just no time. It wasn't even a screen. Baylor's going to settle for the field goal going into half. 24-3 though, and A&M, I don't know if they've ever played a game against Baylor like this. I mean, this team has historically dominated Baylor, and I don't know if they played a Baylor team like this. As another short yardage stop for Baylor's defense. I mean, that is 5 for 5, I believe, on 3rd down and 3 or less for the defense, as Tank Cherry has it, and Cherry down to the 2-yard line, hand it off, Lane O'Connell, touchdown. And how about 31-3 A&M as they are getting absolutely blown out in their home stadium. 3rd down and 9. A&M chucking one deep as the safety's coming over, but it's one-on-one incomplete. 4th down and 9. They punt it again. And at what point do you maybe start thinking that the backups can come in, as that's J.D. Gibbs with another big play. Baylor's offense is just playing unbelievable right now. 3rd down and goal, throwing one, Tank Cherry, touchdown! And Baylor 38-3 in the fourth quarter. Another deep shot as A&M finally has a step, and that's a touchdown. That's actually an amazing play. A&M with the score, but I mean, 38-10. I don't know if there's really going to be a comeback here. Baylor goes 3 and out. And now A&M throwing outside. That's going to be caught for first down as they're going to throw one. 33-yard line, chucking it deep, one-on-one, tipped up in the air, caught for a touchdown. A&M, that was incredible. Onside kick is going to be hopped on by Boudreaux, and Baylor still up 21 points as they're not really doing a whole lot to try and score more points. They're just playing it pretty safe, but Sean Wade gets things going, and Baylor inside the 25-yard line. They're going to settle for a field goal, and the kick is good. 41 points on the board for Baylor. A&M ends up driving down the field. Last minute of the game, they get a touchdown. So the final score is going to look a lot closer as the two-point conversion is good as well. So technically a two-score game. But Baylor onside kick scooped up. This one, though, I mean, it was, 38-3 at one point. A lot of garbage time to kind of make this game look a little bit closer than it really was. Baylor dominates Texas A&M in incredible fashion. They did it without needing to run the football all that greatly. Damage was done through the air as Baylor was incredible. Tyrone Dellis had such a great start to the season. He's thrown a pick in back-to-back games, but I mean, when he's giving you 375 yards, 3 touchdowns, and he's playing as well as he's playing, I think he can deal with an interception. But passing game has been amazing, and Tank Cherry, I mean, what a start to his year so far. I mean, he's had a touchdown in every game. Alejandro Easy with a big performance, 2 touchdowns for him. And I have to say the defense in short yard situations was on point and a big bounce back victory for them. So how about we wrap up non-conference play with a game back at home. It's going to be against Northwestern, so Baylor's non-conference schedule, Northern Illinois is on the easier end, Northwestern a mid-tier team, and then A&M a good team, and Virginia Tech a conference champion level, national championship contending team. So thought we're able to put together a non-conference schedule that gave us a team at every level. So let's see how we do against this Northwestern team, and if they have any surprises for us as they throw underneath the star. That's going to be a first down grab, and already starting at the 46-yard line. 3rd down and 5, though. Quickly approaches as he throws it outside. That's going to be caught, and a first down. And now in Baylor territory, another 3rd down situation's popped up, though, and he's got time. He's going to run it. He's got the first down, and Northwestern with a nice opening drive. Blitz sent in. Baylor is going to have the blitz be in, and Northwestern down to the 1. Goal to go. Speed option. It's a touchdown. And look at Northwestern. What a start for them, as Baylor will take the field now, and Tank Cherry leading things out here for the offense. And Baylor, 2nd down and 2, 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Dell goes to roll out, throws it back, middle of the field. That's going to be J.D. Gibbs, and Gibbs for the first down and a big gain. As now, 45-yard line, middle, Tank Cherry on the run. There he goes, Tank Cherry, all the way inside the 15-yard line. As now inside the 10, Dell rolling out, throwing, Easy, touchdown. Alejandro Easy with another score, and it's been Baylor just lighting things up on the offensive side of the football. 3rd down and 2 for Northwestern. They had a good opening plan, but Baylor's short yardage defense once again coming up with a stop. How about a free play? Blitz sent in, one-on-one, throwing it, Sean Wade's way, he beat him, touchdown! And Baylor gets the free play, and you see Tyrone Dell taunting in his face. How about a 57-yard bomb as Baylor up 14-7. Northwestern, though, he's got 1 minute to beat. He's going to outrun him, it looks like. He's gotten all the way down to the 1. That's incredible effort to stop him. Wow. And Baylor stops him down again. 2nd and goal, incomplete. How about 3rd and goal from the 1? And it's another stop, Baylor. Wow. And he missed the field goal, too. Are you kidding me? What effort there. And that is the type of stuff that some old head coach is going to go crazy for, because effort like that, stopping him at the 1-yard line when you could have let him score, results in Baylor allowing 0 points on that drive. Incredible, as Easy gets the first down, and Baylor with the 7-point lead now with the football in enemy territory. 2nd down and 2. How about a handoff right side? Now cutting it back. It's going to be O'Connell for the first down. As Baylor taking their time on this drive, as they typically do. They have long double-digit play, winding, grinded out drives. But on 3rd and long, a shot to Cherry's broken up. He tried to put that one up there for Tank Cherry as Feely gets the stop in the backfield. 3rd down and 13, floating one up, and that's just a rubber ducky in the air for Wilkins to get the pick. I mean, I don't know what you're doing with that one. That was just a bad throw. O'Connell cuts it back, and that's a first down. Lane O'Connell's got some great agility, great movement skills to him, as that's going to be a wide-open Alejandro Easy to set up 3rd down and inches, and into the red zone, into the 11-yard line. 2nd down and 10, 2:30 to go. Dell, he's going to run forward, and Tyrone Dell, touchdown! Baylor as it's 21-7 and sweeping it outside. Northwestern gets a block, has another one downfield from the receiver, and that's going to be another big run. Can he catch him this time? And they catch him again at the 15-yard line, down to the 11. Throw caught as Northwestern cannot have another big run, not result in a touchdown as they're going to run right up the middle. He stopped at the 2. How about a play action? Throwing, end zone. It's caught for the touchdown. That was a questionable one, I feel like. We're going to just move on, as that's going to be Sean Wade with a big play to start the second half, as O'Connell is going to cut it back, middle of the field. He's splitting defenders, and O'Connell just has great vision as well. Dell, floating one, 3 defenders there, but Tank Cherry's past all of them. Touchdown, his 4th straight game with a touchdown is Tank Cherry. I mean, he's trying to have one of the greatest tight end seasons of all time, it's looking like, and I mean, he could have went to the NFL and been, potentially a 1st-round pick, but he wanted to stay. We always appreciate the players wanting to stay, help this team win a national championship as O'Connell cuts it, weaving in and out, gets a block, and there goes O'Connell, 68 yards, touchdown. And Lane O'Connell, what a day he's having. He's just weaving in and out, and that's going to be an interception. There's a flag down. Wilkins has his 2nd, breaking a tackle, and this one, it's going to be an eligible man downfield, it looks like, and Baylor is going to get the football back. And now suddenly, you look down at the scoreboard, it was 21-14, and all of a sudden, Lane O'Connell is making more plays, and you can look back up at the scoreboard, and it's about to be a 3-score game as Baylor is going to run for a first down. Goal to go. 3rd quarter winding down. Underneath, caught, Gibbs, touchdown, Baylor. And it's 42-14 as we start the 4th quarter, and Baylor just, they could score in bunches, and they do it so well, so explosive. I don't think this offense has ever looked better in this series history, as Northwestern just trying to tack on some more points, as they'll see if they can get there, and there he goes down to the 1-yard line. Baylor is good at stopping teams right before the goal line. They make it difficult on you. They're going to get the touchdown regardless, but they make sure you have to fight for it, and they make sure you have to really earn it, as they're going to keep the offense out there. Starters still in the game as Baylor floating one. That's going to be Tank Cherry, and there he goes with another big play, running over a man, and Tank Cherry, I mean, so hard to bring down on first contact. Middle wide open, Sean Wade. They're just going to keep running down this clock. Under a minute and a half to go. First down is going to get him knocked into the end zone. Baylor, I don't think they were trying to score on that one. It looked like they just wanted the first down so they could kneel the football up, but Northwestern's defender knocked Lane O'Connell into the end zone, and Baylor goes and puts up about 500 yards of offense, and Tyrone Dell scores 4 touchdowns through the air, 1 on the ground, another game of 70-plus completion percentage. We will be heading into Big 12 play, but non-conference schedule is not over for the year. Baylor had this, fun opportunity to have a 5th non-conference game, and at the very end of the season, we'll be taking on Notre Dame on the road, which is going to be a fun one. But for now, Baylor 3-1 in the conference. They get to head into Big 12 play. Everyone got involved. I mean, O'Connell with 100 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 different receivers kept a touchdown. Great performance overall, and Baylor gets to head into Big 12 play with some serious momentum on their side. We get to stay at home where we start Big 12 play against Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State and Baylor have had a couple of fun battles over the years, not just in this series, but in real life as well. They've had some fun games, and these two teams going at it once again, and Baylor getting to kick off their Big 12 schedule. They lost the Big 12 championship last year and is trying to get back to the championship for a 3rd consecutive year. They won it 2 years back, lost it last year. Can they get back this year as both teams sitting at 3-1? Difference is one team is unranked, the other team is 6th in the nation as Baylor has Elaine O'Connell running well after that big game against Northwestern. He's continuing to run it well just like he did in that last game, as on 2nd down and 5, a first down converted. Alejandro Easy, our designated chain mover, as on 2nd and 7, middle of the field, caught Sean Wade to the 1-yard line, and a handoff. O'Connell finishes it off, touchdown. And Lane O'Connell proving to be a difference-making transfer player for us as Oklahoma State with the football. Read option. Outside he goes for the first down. Past midfield, and Baylor tracks him down, but not before he gets inside the 45, and where they get the first down again on 3rd and 2. As Baylor, can they see more of that short yardage defense come up big as they have in the last 2 games? As 2nd down and inches is going to be a throw. Outside caught, first down, and he gets brought down, goal to go. And Oklahoma State is going to tie this game up with an impressive opening drive of their own as the first quarter winding down. Dell gets sacked as no one really got open there. 2nd down and 15. Underneath, there's Tank Cherry on the run. One man in front of him. He's going to get tackled. And, pretty impressive job to meet Tank Cherry running a full steam ahead in the open field to bring him down. And Lane O'Connell with a full steam ahead. Speaking of players running hard, Lane O'Connell, back-to-back games, it's looking like he is putting on a monster performance. 4th down and 1. Well, let's give it to O'Connell, sweeping it out left. And he's got one man. He spins him out. And what a great job O'Connell did there as they go. Tank Cherry, blocker in front, touchdown. And there's Tank Cherry. 5th game in a row with a touchdown. Can you say tight end of the year award winner times 2? As you could argue he could have won it last year. I think he maybe should have won it last year, but maybe some voter fatigue given in. But, maybe he's going to be so good this year. You can't deny it as he's heading for his 3rd straight 1,000-yard season as 3rd and inches hits. And Oklahoma State's got it. Catch and run. Turning upfield and down to the 11-yard line. Look at Oklahoma State having some great possessions, but a sack there from Feely. 3rd down and 16. Screen set up, and that's going to be well covered and complete. Field goal try is no good. And Baylor holds the 7-point lead and gets the football back. Dell goes down with the sack, but Oklahoma State needing to keep pace with this Baylor team. Can they get the stop? They do, but it's 4th down and 2, and Baylor happy to go for it. Quick pass outside. Alejandro Easy, and one of the most aggressive teams in the nation, continuing as Dell pitches it out, but the pitch was late, and it's up by Oklahoma State. Touchdown. And Baylor just handed them a free 7 points, and Dell with a bad mistake there as now they got to recover and get the football back on offense with 2nd down and 1. Blitz sent in, and there's Alejandro Easy. Gets a block from O'Connell, and he gets it to the 40-yard line. 3 minutes to go in the half. How about you chuck it, Dave, to Cherry? He's got a step, but it's over his head. And Cherry almost is at a 60-yard touchdown. Dell rolling. How about you get hit out of bounds? Another sack. 3rd and 15 as there's another pass floated for Cherry. He's got it, and he takes the shot and hangs on. How about a screen outside? That's going to be a flag. And you could have a couple of things here. It is looking like it might be an Oklahoma State or roughing the passer. Usually you see like an eligible man downfield or a hold or something, but it's on Oklahoma State. Baylor will take it. That right side opened up really well. Cherry has it for 3rd and inches. 6-yard line. Handoff to O'Connell. Goal to go. Baylor taking their time. 3rd and goal. Open man, and I think that just went through the hands of Easy. 4th down and goal. Baylor goes for it, and Dell looking outside. Caught. He hung on. Bourdreau. Touchdown. And Baylor, that was a crazy series of events, but Baylor goes into the half with a 21-14 lead. That's got to be a soul-crushing touchdown to allow for Oklahoma State, but they have the football to start the 3rd quarter. But on 3rd down, pass over the head of the receiver, so Baylor gets it back. And I really don't think with the way this Baylor offense is playing, you could afford to punt the ball more than 1 or 2 times a game, because Baylor's offense is just going to keep on moving. I mean, they made a mistake and allowed a touchdown on the defensive side of the football for them, but it's not going to be many mistakes like that happening when Sean Wade's getting free in open field. 3rd down and inches. O'Connell for the first down. How about another goal to go for the Baylor offense? Underneath, Tank Cherry, touchdown again. And Tank Cherry I think he's going to try to make some records in the Baylor history books for touchdown catches, because I think this team has done everything that they can so far to prioritize one of the best players in the nation. Baylor with the football back. Pass outside. It's going to be snagged by Gibbs. 3rd down and 4. Handing it off, sweeping it, and that's going to be Boudreaux for the first down. Spot was right on the line, but they gave it to him. 2nd down and 10. Flipping it out. That's going to be a short one, but Sean Wade able to turn nothing into something. 1st down achieved, and Lane O'Connell with another good run. Another 10-yard just chunk run. This Baylor rushing offense has never looked so good, and maybe all you had to do was get a couple of competent, true, natural running backs in there as Boudreaux running through a defender, and that's going to be another 9-yard run. Pump fake, throwing it outside. There's O'Connell, gets a block on the edge, and Lane O'Connell, touchdown again for O'Connell, as him and Cherry are going back and forth, seeing who can outscore the other. 4th quarter underway, Baylor up 35-14, and Oklahoma State is looking to just try to make this a game again as they throw a middle. It's going to be caught on the run, hitting him in stride as Salem tries to track him down, but then the defender comes over. Wilkins got there, but too late. Touchdown. It's 35-21, so Baylor not done quite yet, but a couple more first downs, get yourself into field goal range. You can put the game away, but Oklahoma State has a chance to get off the field here, and they do. Baylor has to punt it, and Oklahoma State, there's 7 minutes to go, so there's still plenty of time if they hit a big play. But 4th down and 1, this is going to be the determining factor as he gets the first down just barely on the ground. 2nd down and 9, play action, middle, caught, tight end turning it upfield, breaking a tackle, and he gets into enemy territory. Oklahoma State making good time right now as the screen outside, going to be another play, 10 yards and close to another set of new downs, and they got the first down. 5 minutes to play, but they are inching closer. 3rd down and 10, they go with the draw. It does catch Baylor off guard, but it gets them 8, not a first down. 4th down and 2. They go to another run, and it gets blown up. Wilkins, that cornerback, got in there, and Baylor takes it back. They're going to go avoid a 3 and out, and they are going to keep the chains moving, keep the clock running, and throw it outside. Easy is going to get blown up. They couldn't get out there and hit the block. 3rd down and 14 at the 2-minute warning, as it's going to be caught, but no first down. So Oklahoma State, now they need a lot to go their way, as they're going to go middle, caught for the first down and a lot more. So it's going to basically be touchdown onside kick is what you're looking at here. And while Oklahoma State has proved that they can move the football, yet they have not been able to cash in quite yet. 2nd down and 7, middle, caught for another first down, and this all might be too little too late. Blitz sent in, and he's a sack. It's a fumble, and Oklahoma State picks it up, but there's just 40 seconds to play. Ball tipped up in the air, incomplete. 4th and 22, as they're gonna chest one deep. Tipped again, caught, touchdown. And okay, Wilkins, you need to catch those footballs as Baylor recovers the onside kick. So the game's going to end up being a 1-score game. But Baylor had pretty firm control of this one, 35-14 at the start of the 4th quarter. And they did a pretty good job. Oklahoma State, like I said, they always play pretty tough. And they did have over 400 yards of offense. And, you know, they moved the ball pretty well. But Baylor made a couple of mistakes. That touchdown that they allowed on the triple option on the defensive side for Oklahoma State was a little rough, but O'Connell is just playing phenomenal football. Tank Cherry, another 2 touchdowns, another 100-yard game. And Baylor, I mean, this was far from their best performance, and they still won this game in pretty convincing fashion, despite what the final score would indicate. So a nice 1-0 to start conference play. A little updated look at the top 25, and we got another really massive game coming up. How about 4 versus 5? Oklahoma also took a loss. They're sitting at 6. But 4 versus 5, it is West Virginia versus Baylor, and this is basically to determine who's the highest ranked team in the Big 12, because we got teams sitting here at 4, 5, 6. Winner of this game is definitely going to be at worst 4, but likely in the top 3. Let's see on the road what Baylor can do. Lane O'Connell, what a start to his Baylor career he has had. 6 touchdowns on the ground, and we are going to see Baylor's offense on the field first. Dell, he's moving right, and he spins away from a defender, and Dell's going to take off and run. No one's on the right side of the field except one defender finally brings him down, but it's a 28-yard run. What a start to the game. And here goes O'Connell. O'Connell for a double-digit yard run. And now quick outside. Tank Cherry for the first down. And Tank Cherry has had 5+ catches and a touchdown in every game so far. 4th down and 1. Baylor going for a little pop pass outside. There goes Boudreaux. And if he would have got by that one guy, they had Tank Cherry with a block downfield. How about outside? Floating the ball for Shaun Wade. And now goal to go. It's going to be a toss outside. Easy touchdown. And Baylor with an opening drive score. It's been one thing that Baylor's been consistently good at over the years is making the most of their opening drives. And another opening drive touchdown as West Virginia gets sacked. That's Robbie Kane as now 3rd down and 9. Immediately pops up. That's a knock away from Battles, the nickel corner, as he's one of the other new starting secondary members. And this secondary has not been much of an issue this year. It feels like they've done really well. Tank Cherry has got a big gain to the 20-yard line. Handoff O'Connell. He's got blocking. And look at the receivers blocking so well. Knocked into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor. Lane O'Connell, his 7th of the year. And what a start for Baylor. 14-0 on the number 4 team in the nation. Read option. He has to cut it inside. Sam Baeva forced him inside. 3rd down and 3 now. That ball's going to be caught. Broken tackle. And there goes the big tight end for West Virginia. He's had a good start to his day. And now 2nd down and 8. That's going to be a 1st down. And look at goal to go. West Virginia trying to wrap up this first quarter and put the ball in the end zone as they'll do just that. Touchdown, West Virginia. And Baylor, it's up 7 going into the second quarter with Boudreaux for the 1st down. Spin move in Boudreaux to the 35. 3rd down and 11, though, as opportunity to get off the field for their defense, as that's going to be a ball floated for easy. What a pass. Beautiful throw. One of the best you'll see from Tyrone Dell. And Tyrone Dell was a little antsy last year, was a player who had some struggles, being a true freshman starter. But he has looked every part, every bit of the generational quarterback that he was built to be. Dell, right as I say that, oh, come on. Fumble, and he turns it over in the red zone. I mean, did a little too much there. He has to realize that maybe he's not some special athlete. He's a special thrower of the football, but he is not a special runner of the football. West Virginia, 3rd down and 9. Baylor's defense trying to get off the field, but they are going to do that. Wow, it looked like he had it, but that last-second knockaway was a great one. And Baylor's secondary, not as many interceptions. We don't got Intersagan and Bender to catch double-digit interceptions each, but it's been locked down nonetheless as Shaun Wade for the 1st down and 40-yard line. 3rd down and 10. Baylor chucking one-on-one ball. That's caught, but broken up at the last second. And Easy almost had that touchdown, but the defender did not give up on that one, even though Easy had him beat. West Virginia now with a big run from their quarterback. Gets it to 2.5 minutes to play, trying to tie this game up before halftime, and another big run. Maybe going to start spying as 2-minute warning is hit. 2nd down and 5, middle, caught, and 1st down, and down to the 17-yard line. 3rd and 10. As he's going to throw. He had time, but he eventually found his check down, and he's got the 1st down. So West Virginia running this under a minute to play. Goal to go. He's going to run it. He's got room again, and Baylor really needs to focus on the QB run. They got 30 seconds to play, though, in a tie game here right before the half, and they're going to get it. Shaun Wade gets as many yards as he can before getting out of bounds. Now 3rd down and 4, as their opportunity to score right before the half is going to continue. Timeout used, 14 seconds. Baylor has one more, and they're going to get a 1st down. It set up the field goal, try to end the half. Casey's kick is no good. And it's going to be a tie game at halftime. West Virginia football. And even though Baylor got to the hot start, West Virginia has owned the second quarter. Chance to get off the field, though. 3rd down and 8. He's going to throw it away. No one was open. Baylor's going to get the football back, and the punt is going to be to Moses. He's come close to breaking a couple so far, so let's see what he's got here. He's going to go outside, and Moses, there he goes. Moses is going to get to the 40-yard line. He's just gotten so close to breaking some of these, and he's proven to be at least a very great punt return man. 3rd down and inches, and we're going to use Dell's legs. He's got the 1st down. And I love to see that Dell is so much more comfortable running the football, putting his body on the line. And look at Boudreaux, so hard to break down, so slippery are both of these running backs. I mean, both of them are playing so well. And Tank Cherry, speaking of playing well, touchdown. And Baylor's got the lead. And Tank Cherry, how about another touchdown for him? And West Virginia Now down with 6 minutes to play in the third quarter, and a sack. That's going to be Maeva with it. Maeva's just been this long-term, long-tenured, so much experience run stopper, but he's gotten a little bit better as a pass rusher as well. First down and 10 now. It's going to be a clean pocket this time, and he's going to fire one deep, and that's caught in between the zones. And West Virginia, 14-yard line read option, and this quarterback is running all over Baylor. That's going to be down to the 1-yard line. Goal to go, quick pass, touchdown, and that's going to be a 21-21 game, and the kickoff back deep. And first time getting to see Moses on the kick return game, as Moses is going to weave it out right, and Moses, he breaks it free, and Moses, when he's in the open field, is faster than everyone. Touchdown! And Moses does it finally. He was so close to breaking some of these punt returns, and then out of nowhere, he breaks a kick return for the touchdown. Third down and 6. That's going to be incomplete, and Baylor is going to get the football back. It's going to be a false start, so an unfortunate start for Baylor's possession, but regardless, they have the ball, they have the lead. They're backed up third down and 13 as Dell, he's got time, but no one's getting open. He's just going to float one for Sean Wade, and that one, a rare, really bad decision from Dell, as he doesn't often throw it into triple coverage, but third quarter winding down, and he's going to go middle, caught, first down, and he's going to get a block or two, get it to the 31-yard line, and West Virginia in position to tie this game up potentially, as they're maybe not so much in position anymore. Third down and long, might have to settle for a field goal, and that pass short, and it's going to be that field goal try that's going to pull West Virginia within 4. We kick off the fourth quarter with Baylor having the football in a 4-point lead. Sean Wade for the first down. Baylor, 8.5 to go now. Screen set up. That's going to be caught by Boudreaux. And Boudreaux, open field, and he had so much room to run there. Baylor already on the outside looking in for field goal range, but it's third down and 9. Dell rolling, throwing on the run, caught, and it's going to be Gibbs moving the chains. And Dell, pop pass, Wade outside, gets a block, and Sean Wade, touchdown! Baylor takes the lead, he's shushing the crowd, and Baylor's up by 11. 6 minutes to go, and West Virginia desperately needing to put points up on the board. They can settle for a field goal, but you'd like to get that touchdown first. That's a lot of time in the pocket, and he's got room to run, but he really wants to throw, but no one was open. Fourth down. 4th and 4, potentially your game here, as with 5 to go, he's got the first down on the ground. He's going to slide ahead, and now at 4.5 to play. It's taken them a little bit of time, and he's getting sacked. And now 4th and 13, 4 minutes to play, sending everybody deep, and he's going to go down. Baylor takes over with 3 to go, and an opportunity to really end this game, but that's a bad throw. It's going to be picked off, and he's going to run it the other way. He is got the pick 6. I don't even know what happened there. I mean, Dell, it was a wide open play, and he just led him up the field and gave the defender an opportunity. Now West Virginia, after the 2-point conversion, they have a 3-point deficit, but Baylor with the football back. You got to calm down. Everybody calm down. Boudreaux on the outside. These receivers are so good at blocking. Boudreaux gets a first. Now how about a screen outside? Wade with the speed. Sean Wade, 30, 20, 15, and he's down inside. Third down and 5. For the game potentially, and there goes O'Connell, touchdown! Baylor shuts the door on it, and even though every Baylor fan just had a little heart attack with that pick 6, you give them the football back, and they do their job. And Baylor at 500 plus yards on the day, 200 on the ground, and this Baylor offense has unlocked something special. And even though Dell, it seems like the last couple of games he's made like one really bad mistake, but then everywhere else plays like a really clean game. So as long as he can cut out that one big mistake, he's playing dang near perfect football. And this run game has really elevated this Baylor offense to the next level. And how about taking out the number 4 team in the nation? I told you this was a difficult schedule, and that Virginia Tech loss, yeah, it was rough, but it's looking like a distant memory at this point, because this Baylor team has looked amazing the last couple of weeks, and they're going to see if they can run the table in the Big 12 and get back to that conference championship. After that game, Baylor has moved up to the number 2 team in the nation and has kind of recovered after that Virginia Tech loss. I think, especially with how good Virginia Tech has been this season, you know, they are still, you know, a top 10 caliber team. And they understand that, hey, you know, slip-ups happen, but this Baylor team's looking more dominant than ever. We take on UTSA today. UTSA at 2-3. We are on the road, and UTSA and Baylor has had some also pretty fun matchups. I mean, a couple years back, I mean, you remember that miracle touchdown by Alejandro Easy a couple of years ago to win it, and that crazy fourth quarter that these two teams have had before in the Alamo Dome. Seems like they always play in the Alamo Dome, and that's where these great games happen, as UTSA had to punt the football away, and Tank Cherry already getting his first grab of the game, and Baylor marching it down the field as they are in the red zone, 17-yard line, 3rd down and 10. Check it down underneath, and that's going to be nowhere to go, so a field goal try is going to be through the uprights of Baylor with the early 3-0 lead. UTSA with the ball, and that's going to be a grab, but hit in traffic. 3rd down and 5 now, as it's a manageable 3rd down, but no one open. Feely gets the sack, and Jaquan Feely is having himself a heck of a year, as there goes Boudreaux on the outside, making a man miss, and there goes Tarkane. Boudreaux inside the 10, down to the 9, 3rd down and goal. Dell rolling, Dell throwing, touchdown, Sean Wade. And things are just looking really easy for this Baylor team right now. How about 10-0 underneath UTSA, turning it upfield. That's going to be a grab for a 1st down and more. 35-yard line, but we jump to 3rd down and 5, where that ball's going to be short right at the receiver's feet. And Baylor takes over on 3rd down, as Baylor is going to float one. And Tank Cherry, I mean, you can't leave him wide open like that. If you see Tank Cherry on the field, you got to at least have somebody with eyes on him at all times. First quarter been all Baylor, and things are winding down. How about a drag route wide open underneath? And there's Sean Wade with 1st down. And Baylor 7 first downs to UTSA's 1 to close out the first quarter, as Dell is moving, running around. He's looking at throwing, and that's going to be a completed pass. How is Dell pulling that one off? 3rd down and 2. Lane O'Connell for the 1st down. And O'Connell, I mean, who's going to get the touchdown? O'Connell? Will it be easy? It's going to be easy. It seems like O'Connell, Easy, Cherry, one of them's getting a touchdown. I almost feel bad for some of these other players because sometimes they don't get to get in the action. I mean, Turquine Boudreaux doesn't even have a rushing touchdown on the season. It's not even because he's not good or hasn't been putting the opportunities. He's just not gotten into the end zone the way Lane O'Connell has. And some of these other players like J.D. Gibbs doesn't score many touchdowns either. Cherry wide open, and that ball, did it go through his hands? He didn't even touch it. I don't know what that was, but UTSA with a big run. They're line a little angry on that one, but 17-0. UTSA trying to find some points on the board. They are going to get the 1st down. 3rd down and inches now. We jump ahead where they are going to get into the red zone, inside the 5, down to the 1, and UTSA finally going to put some points on the board. And it's a touchdown. Kickoff back deep. Moses took one to the end zone last week. Can he do it again, as Moses is going to go right? He's going to go in between the blocking, and there goes Moses. It's going to be back-to-back weeks, and it's a touchdown. 2 kick return touchdowns in back-to-back weeks for Moses. And we got ourselves an amazing player. I mean, 21, he's a great return man. He's super fast. Is that Moses or is that Patrick Peterson? I don't know what I'm looking at, because Baylor up 24-7 now as 3rd and 22. He's looking, I don't know if he's really got anything, though. He doesn't. Throws it out of bounds. Baylor takes over 24-7. Flip it out, and that's going to be a fumble, and Baylor's going to pick it up. Boudreaux not going to really do anything with it, but it's 3rd down and 30. So, I mean, probably not getting a 1st down here, but crazier things have happened for Baylor, as Boudreaux's going to get a lot of those yards back. How about 17? Still a punt. UTSA, maybe can they cut this down to a 2-score game going into half? I think you'd count that as a bit of a win with how bad they've played so far. 3rd down and 12. Middle, diving, and right off his hands. Baylor takes over with a minute to play. Chucking one deep. That's an open man. That's going to be J.D. Gibbs. He could not run the final man, but Gibbs down to the 20-yard line. As Dell, he's going to get sacked. And now with 40 seconds to play. 3rd down and 16. He's going to float one. Tank Cherry caught for the first. 2-yard line. It's a handoff. Lane O'Connell. Touchdown. 31-7. Baylor in the second half. They also get the football first, because why not? As it has been Baylor just all over UTSA. 3rd down and 4, first down conversion. How about another 3rd down? And how about Dell moving left? He can run it if he wants to, and he's eventually going to, and he gets the first down to the 20-yard line. A little late hit, but no call there. 20-yard line, as it's going to be a floating pass wide open. Tank Cherry dancing his way in. 7 straight games with the touchdown for Cherry, and if you want a little history lesson, as you know, 7 straight's really impressive, but what's the record? Well, the record, how about 14 straight games with the touchdown catch for Cooper Kupp when he was at Eastern Washington? Also, Randy Moss at Marshall had 13 straight games with the touchdown, so still a long way to go if Cherry wants to catch them, but 7 straight is impressive. Baylor down to the 1-yard line. They are going to throw it. And Tank Cherry, that's another touchdown. I mean, I don't know if there's any sort of records he's going after, maybe total touchdown catches, but we got the backups in the game. How about Dakota Kendricks throwing a touchdown to Javonte Cornelius? I mean, everybody gets in on the fun. That game is over. 52-14. And Baylor just steamrolls UTSA in their home stadium. And it was a just great performance all around. I mean, I can't even really say much negatives. Dell with another 77 completion percentage, 4 touchdowns. Lane O'Connell got into the end zone. Typical stuff. Tank Cherry found the end zone. Everybody got involved. Everyone had a chance to play this one. You know, Baylor doesn't typically play their backups too much, but I think they're you know, in sync. I think they're looking pretty good. Now you just want to avoid injuries, but another conference victory. And further you stray away from that week 2 game against Virginia Tech, the more and more you could say that they could be in the argument and the conversation for the absolute best team in the nation. I can't say many teams have looked as good or better than them. If there's one thing we've come to know over these last couple of years, it's that one team has always kind of had Baylor's number and has always been a thorn in their side, and that's SMU. And even though Baylor is looking hotter than ever, SMU is here to try and put out that fire a little bit. These two have had some thrillers in the past, but now it's Baylor who is looking to be one of the best teams in the nation. Like I said, arguably the best. While SMU, not quite as successful as they've been in recent years. SMU has kind of been a playoff caliber team the last couple of seasons. Not so much this year at 3-3. But maybe if they can run the table, get on track here with the win against Baylor, then they can get back to their, you know, championship ways. But Baylor is marching it down the field. And how about Boudreaux? I mean, he hasn't gotten a rushing touchdown all year. We wanted to make sure we got him a chance late here in this season, because I think it's crazy. 8 games in, Boudreaux's played so well and 0 rushing touchdowns, so he deserved that one. Baylor getting a sack. How about Robbie Kane getting in? Baylor has great field position. 3rd down and 6, he's getting sacked, so Baylor gives it right back. 3rd down and 1 the other way, and that's an incomplete pass, absolutely leveled, and Baylor takes it over. Speed option. Dell's going to keep it himself, and that's a 1st down. We jump to 3rd down and 3, where Baylor spreads the field and has an open man underneath. That's going to be J.D. Gibbs for the 1st down, and Baylor 1st and 10. First quarter, it's been a fast-moving one, but they're going to go outside, and J.D. Gibbs with the grab. 2nd quarter underway. Underneath, that's going to be broken up. And a field goal try is going to be out for the Baylor kick team, and that's going to be good. So Pierre Casey, you know, decides to not be so wildly inconsistent like he has been all throughout his entire career. And now Baylor with that 10-0 lead. SMU trying to get points up on the board for the first time, and that's a big play. To the 40 they go, and now moving into the 31. 2nd down and 1, middle, caught, open. He's on the run. He's got a couple of guys to fight him into the end zone, but he gets down to the 1-yard line. 3rd down and goal. We jump ahead where Baylor gets the stop. 4th down and goal. Baylor stopped them at the goal line. Has any team been better at stopping a team at the 1-yard line than Baylor? How about a screen? He caught it in his own end zone. And Sean Wade past the 50, 40, 30, 20, and someone actually catching him. He got caught at the 5. That is maybe one of the longest pass plays you'll ever see to not score a touchdown. He caught that ball about 4 yards deep in his own end zone, and he ran 99 yards then and didn't score. But Boudreaux, at least he gets another touchdown. Baylor up 17-0. That was crazy. It's things like that that has made this Baylor team a lot different than last year and previous years. I mean, how about stopping a team at the 1-yard line? You stop them at the 1-yard line for 4 straight plays, and then you, on the other hand, go and turn that into a 95-yard play, score a touchdown. I mean, from the point in which that SMU had the ball at our 1-yard line, within 6 plays, they got no points, we got 7. So SMU is going to at least have put on a field goal, but Alejandro Easy with a big play. We're inside the 30-yard line, 30 seconds to go. We got Alejandro Easy open, and he's got it on the run. First down, out of bounds, stopping that clock, 17-yard line. And Dell stepping up, flipping it out, and that's going to be Boudreaux for the first down, so stop that clock a little longer. 7 seconds, 6, 5, Dell, he's going to go down, and that's fine. Take the field goal, and the kick is going to be good, so we retake our 3-score lead, 20-3 at half. And this is not a typical Baylor SMU game, but like I said, crazier things have happened between these two teams, so we'll see as they get a big run here and pass midfield. He's got it. Big play for the SMU offense as they are trying to string together a couple of them. How about that one where the defender gets turned around? Wilkins, I don't know where he was looking, but that's a touchdown for SMU. Wilkins, God, that's a bad one. Get that one off the film sheet because I don't think I want to see that one ever again. As Easy gets the first down, 3rd down and 7. Dell, he's going to look. He's got time, but no one's getting open. SMU holding up, but Dell, he's eventually going to run and get the first down. I mean, that's a level of patience that Dell didn't show last year. I think you're really starting to see why Dell is like this generational quarterback prospect. He got a wide open Sean Wade on 4th down. And just keep in mind, Dell's just a sophomore. I mean, he's got a whole lot of time to be better as Baylor gets stopped there. It's going to be a field goal, so still a 2-score game. SMU hanging around in this one, and they have an opportunity, especially if they get the ball in the end zone on this possession, to really make Baylor sweat a little bit because, you know, history has told us SMU they'll make Baylor sweat, and they'll make sure it's difficult as that one's going to be knocked away. 3rd down and 4. It's going to be a handoff. They got the first down. 2 guys bring him down, but not before he gets past midfield. 2 minutes to play in the 3rd quarter. Wide open tight end underneath. That's going to be another first down, and SMU playing a lot better in the second half as the draw play is going to get them another first, so they're stringing together plays, stringing together first downs. There's still plenty of time left in this game. Middle open. He's got the touchdown, and SMU 1-score game, clawing back into it as O'Connell gets stopped for a loss of 4. We're going to be going into the 4th quarter with this play as he floats it on the run. What a throw by Dell. 4th quarter starts, and Baylor, I mean, if there's one thing that's been interesting here, not a lot of Tank Cherry production. He has been basically non-existent relative to his performances, but that ball's going to be overthrown. Sean Wade, I mean, that was a touchdown, but Dell missed it. And now on the pop pass, he gets blocking. And is SMU going to take the lead on this one? I mean, this is ridiculous if SMU makes this comeback. Will this team ever just go away? Baylor gets the stop, but they need to put this one away. They need to slay these SMU demons. There's a couple of teams that haunt this team's past, as that one's almost picked off and taken the other way. But SMU's been one of the biggest teams that have haunted Baylor's past. And now, 3rd down and 6, defense, get off the field here, as they are going to do just that. 4th down, they are going to punt it away, and that one's a bad pun. That's a really bad pun, as Moses will fair catch it, but at the 47-yard line, that's great field position. A field goal bumps it up to a 2-score game, so SMU, they needed to stop Cherry there, but they aren't going to be able to, so Tank Cherry finally getting something going. Here's another grab at Tank Cherry in the second half of the 4th quarter. When you need it most, Tank Cherry picks it up, and there's Lane O'Connell jumping over a defender. 3rd down and 1 from the 2. Dell, touchdown, and it's Tank Cherry. When you need him most there, he is 2-point conversion to make it a 14-point game. Dell, nowhere to go. I mean, he's just going to go down. And Baylor is going to have 3 minutes to try to survive this one, but SMU's going to need a lot to go their way if they're going to make a comeback in this one. They already made one comeback to pull with the 1 score. They're going to need another one if they want to win this one, as Baylor going to let them keep themselves in bounds. Under 2.5 to play. He's going to throw, comeback route wide open, turning it upfield inside the 15, and SMU is going to have themselves at the 13-yard line, throwing, and that's going to be intercepted. Leon Wilkins, and Baylor can shut the door on this one. They surprise with a pass, and look who's open. It's Tank Cherry at the 40, 30, 20, 10. He's diving at the 1-yard line. He almost got in. But Baylor, I mean, Tank Cherry, how about you put him in at running back and let him get the touchdown as Tank scores his first career rushing touchdown. And Baylor, I mean, another situation where SMU, like, the score just flipped so quickly. SMU was primed to potentially make it a one-score game. A couple plays later, you look up at the scoreboard, Baylor's up by 3 scores. I mean, that's just how special this team is being right now and what they're able to do to put opponents away. That's been one of the biggest issues, is Baylor's inability to just put people away. And while SMU does score, I mean, still a 12-point game. Baylor recovers the onside kick, and that is gonna do it. This team just is finding ways to put the game away and make the clutch, game-changing, point-flipping, field-flipping type of plays. I mean, there were multiple ones, the interception, the end zone, but most notably, that stop at the 1-yard line. I talked about it earlier in the season. Baylor's short yardage defense this year has been amazing, and it put itself on display there. And not to mention their defense creating an opportunity. Even still, you got the football at the 1-yard line on the offensive side of the field, and it's still not easy, but Shaun Wade, explosive as fast as ever, goes for 95 yards on the other side. So now you look at Baylor right now as number 2 in the country, Tyrone Dell and Tank Cherry. How about that? Tank Cherry, I repeat, a tight end, is in Heisman nominations, and you could see why. I mean, look what he has done so far this season. A touchdown in every game, has had multiple 100-yard days. What a year for him. As we look for that number 1 ranking in the country, Baylor goes on the road. They are number 2 right now, and they're taking on Kansas State as they are moving along in their Big 12 schedule, yet to lose a game. A conference championship picture heating up, and one of these teams trying to derail Baylor along the way, as Kansas State is the one with the task today. Dell starts with the football and floats one, Tank Cherry with it, and Cherry past the 40-yard line, as Baylor already starting it well, as there's a toss to O'Connell. O'Connell making a move in the open field. He got 7, now 3rd down and 1. Boudreaux gets the 1st down, and already moving is Baylor. Just 2 minutes into this game, they can float one outside. It's going to count as a run for Shaun Wade, and Shaun Wade, he's speeding to the 21-yard line. 2nd down and 10 now, as Dell stepping up. He's going to look, throw it on the run. That's going to be a high pass caught, and Cherry down inside the 5. Now Dell looking to cash in. He's going to throw on the run. Touchdown, J.D. Gibbs. And Baylor already on top as Kansas State touches the football. And once again, that opening drive touchdown, something Baylor has been so good at, as a sack is going to be coming in here. Robbie Kane gets him, as now the punt is going to be deep, and it's still going to be great field position. He's going to field it right at the 50-yard line, cut it outside. He's got room and he's got speed going all the way 35 to the 30-yard line. He's just such a consistently good return man already as a freshman, as Dell play action has an open Cherry. He's going to try to leap over a man, not get there, but he's got it inside the 10-yard line, 3rd down and 6. Dell is going to go down, sack, so Baylor going to settle for the field goal. Kick is going to be through the uprights, and 10-0 early on for Baylor in this first quarter, as Kansas State taking over with a 1st down conversion there. 1st down and 10. Throwing. He's going to go outside. That's going to be a pass that I think you could have argued could have been picked off, could have been at least knocked away, but it's going to result in a 1st down, so Schumacher's not going to have a great job there. But 3rd down and 9. Another chance to get off the field here for Baylor, as he's got the pressure coming in, and the sack is going to be Baylor football as they go 3rd down. Going for the conversion. No 3 and out here. J.D. Gibbs caught the touchdown earlier, and he's got another big play there. That's 1st and 10 with the play action. Dell, he's going to float one deep. That's triple coverage, and it's going to be incomplete. And now 3rd down and 10. He's going to throw one wide open, and Alejandro Easy, touchdown. 17-0 Baylor, and it is just typical domination from what we have seen from this team so far this year. As now 1st and 10, or it's a 2nd and 10, and he's gonna go and run into a lineman. I think he tripped on his own lineman. Now it's 3rd down and 11. That ball is gonna be incomplete, and things are going all kinds of wrong for Kansas State, as Baylor wide open man underneath Shaun Wade. You give him just an inch of space and he'll turn that into a big game, as Dell has just been perfect today so far, as he's going to run ahead for just a 3-yard gain. 3rd down and 7. Dell is going to go middle. That's going to be broken up, so Baylor finally gets stopped in Kansas State. You need to put some points on the board. You can't get shut out in this first half. You're probably not going to win if that's the case, as Kansas State is going to have second down and 8. Throw middle on the run. That's a great ball. And that's going to be a first down into Baylor territory. So Kansas State finally some success, some ability to move the ball here. And he's got a lot of room. He's got a lot of room. 30, 20, 15, slides down. And finally Kansas State in the red zone handoff. That's going to be met at the marker. He's got the first down and goal. 3-yard line. Play action. He's going to get sacked. And that's a disastrous play for Kansas State. Second down and goal from the 13. He's sacked again. Now about third and goal from the 23-yard line. End zone open. Touchdown. And all of that just turned out to be for nothing as Baylor allows the touchdown there, but it's still 10-point lead for them as halftime is approaching. 12 seconds to play. Baylor just playing it safe, and they're not going to get anything, so we're going to take it to half where Kansas State gets the football to start, and they can go 2 for 1 here basically as they score to end the first half, could score to start the second half and pull themselves within 1 score. So they break out of a sack here. Robbie Kane could take him down, and now he's going to run, and he's going to get 4th and inches, and they're going to punt the football away. I don't know about that one. As that punt, though, it's going to be a good one. So maybe it was worth it. Down at the 1-yard line is Baylor. So they're going to be backed up. And even though this offense is great, I don't know how much they got here for a 99-yard drive. Second down and inches. He's going to throw. That's a dangerous pass. Intercepted. And that ball, he can't throw into double coverage for Alejandro. He's not really, you know, the type of guy to be thrown into double coverage for, as he's not going to have much success there as Kansas State already inside the 5-yard line. Third down and goal. He's going to run it. Touchdown. And Kansas State, well, 14 straight points for them, as that was a 3-point game, and Kansas State I think has actually played as good as you can play with, you know, if you're starting from that final possession the first half till now. It's been a really good, you know, quarter straight for them as Baylor looking to lock in and get a little bit more serious here. You know, sometimes these good teams, when you're playing these bad teams that get a big lead, you can kind of go on autopilot. Baylor not trying to slip up here as a field goal is going to be up and good. Couldn't get the touchdown, so it remains a 1-score game. But Kansas State still within this one as they're going to run it. And Baylor struggling to keep contains on Kennedy as he is going to get another nice run. Now an RPO for the first down. And Baylor watching as the fourth quarter begins with Kansas State in their territory. Baylor, are they going to be on upset alert here as 8.5 to go? Middle caught, turning upfield. He's got it goal to go. And Kansas State, can they take the lead? Handoff. He's going to be met. Drop, 2-yard loss, third down and goal. Kennedy's going to throw it. He's going to run. He's going to scramble. Can someone track him down? No, they cannot. Touchdown. Kansas State has the lead. 3-4 Kansas State at home, trying to upset number 2 Baylor as Dell slides for the first down. 5 minutes to play. Dell, he's looking, he's stepping up, he's gonna throw on the run. That's gonna be caught, and easy hung on to that one. Under 5 now as Dell, he's gonna get sacked, fumble the football, and Baylor jumps on it. That is a huge recovery. 3rd and 22 though, and you're not gonna get the first down here. You're gonna have to punt. Kansas State has the ball up by 1. 4 minutes to play, and now a first down, converted 20-yard gain. 1st and 10. Kennedy outside, caught another first down. And Baylor, are they actually going to lose this one as they get stopped in the backfield here? As now 2nd and 14. Play action. It's a sack. Baylor is going to hold on for a 3rd and 20. You should be able to get off the field here. Screen set up. It's going to be incomplete. Baylor has 2 minutes to go. Baylor play action. He's going deep into his own end zone. Fires one deep. It's caught. Alejandro Easy for 26. And Dell, he took the pressure and delivered. Now Baylor can run it a little bit. They got time as Dell, middle, deep ball, caught. It's Tank Cherry into field goal range as Baylor not content with the field goal. They want touchdown. Tank Cherry for the lead. 2-point conversion as Dell rolling. He's going to throw it to Gibbs. Caught. And Baylor just like that up by 7. And when they needed the play, it was Tank Cherry, but Kansas State looking to take this one to overtime. You got to wonder if they score. Would they be the type of team to go for 2 here as they got nothing to lose as Kennedy slides for the first down. Baylor letting them use a timeout. Minute to play. 1 timeout for Kansas State. He's got it. In the middle. That's going to be caught at the 34-yard line. Under 60 seconds. Underneath. That's going to be caught. You might as well have just not caught that. Would have stopped the clock with 48 seconds to go. 3rd and 10. outside, caught, and he's gonna get stopped. 4th and 2. Baylor, opportunity to end this game. Kansas State hurrying back to the line. Under 40 seconds to play. Game on the line for Kansas State. Can they pull this one off? As they're gonna look, spread the field, throw it. 4th and 2. Middle, it's broken up. Baylor is gonna survive as they survive a little bit of a scare as Kansas State, after going down 17-0, played really good football, climbed themselves back in, took the lead, and Baylor at the very end, though, when you needed to have a play, how about back-to-back plays to Tank Cherry to get you all the yards you needed, get into the end zone, and Cherry is just unbelievable. And, the touchdown streak, it looked like it was about to end, but it did not. So, Tank Cherry's continuing to put up the historic season, and Baylor with another victory is going to find themselves looking at number 1 in the country, and right behind them, number 2 Oklahoma, and the collision course is still on track to happen at the end of the year. We still have a couple more games in the regular season, and if all goes well, an impending collision course with Oklahoma in the Big 12 title game. We still need to take care of business, so we can't look too far ahead. And Baylor at home here against Kansas, and they are in the rain a little bit here as Kansas at 4-4. At this point, when you're playing a team like Kansas late in the season, they're just playing for an upset, and they're playing, for a bowl game as well. They want to be the team that spoils Baylor's season and spoils their chances of going to a Big 12 title game, spoils their chances at the number 1 seed, and they're doing a good job on this first drive. Just 2 minutes into the game, they hand it off, running back up the middle, shoots through, touchdown, and Kansas with the lead. Baylor takes over, and they go with a Tank Cherry pop pass because now we're just finding any way to get Tank Cherry the football. He's so difficult to bring down, as now they're going to chuck one deep. Tank Cherry's got a step. It's over his head. 4th down and 2. Baylor goes for it, and that's incomplete. Baylor turns it over on downs, and Kansas has the ball, has the lead. I know we're only 4 minutes in, but Baylor, hey, focus up. Can't let yourself overlook a team like Kansas. 3rd down and 3 as Baylor gets the football back. Completion over the middle. Alejandro easy for the first down to the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 11 now as they go to draw, and O'Connell gets stopped. 3rd and 13 as Baylor looking, and he is gonna get sacked. He had a man eventually break free. Couldn't get it out in time. 1st and 10 for Kansas as they got a completion over the middle. And Kansas in this first quarter has been the better team. And this is not what you want to see if you're a Baylor fan. A little scary right now as they have a first down to the 40-yard line. And Kansas blitz sent in, beats the blitz, middle, wide open, and they are in the red zone. Is Kansas going to go up by 2 scores on this Baylor team? Broken tackle. And now the first quarter winding down, less than a minute to go, and they do not get the first down. 4th down and 1. They're going for it. If you want to beat number 1 Baylor, you gotta get aggressive. But Baylor with the stop. Huge play, and another instance of the short yardage defense coming up big. Tank Cherry with the big play, running over a man. And Baylor, okay, let's lock in a little bit. We're not trying to mess this one up, as Baylor is going to get sacked. Dell was doing a little too much there. 3rd down and 12. As they are going to float one. Cherry, 2 men on him. He's going to have the ball knocked away. That was so close. Baylor with the sack, though. Great job there from the pressure. 3rd down and 12. He's going to have a pass knocked away, and that's going to be Baylor football in great field position. Play action. Dell rolling out, and Dell, he's looking. He's going to float one to Cherry, who's got a completion for 7. 3rd down and 1, though. They're going to hand it off, and that's O'Connell. He's got a lane, and Alejandro easy. Such a little guy, but such a great blocker. O'Connell breaking a tackle, and O'Connell gets it inside the 10-yard line. What a play from him. Rollout, throwing, but he's actually going to run it. Touchdown, Baylor. And Baylor now can ease into this game a little bit. It's a tie game, 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. But still, you can get to the point where we're getting close to saying upset alert because this is still a close one, but Baylor good field position. O'Connell has the ball knocked out. He tried to jump over a down defender, and he jumped right into a defender's hands, and he got the fumble as Baylor now's defense is in a tough position. That ball's going to be caught over the middle. In the red zone goes Kansas. They're going to hand it off outside. He's got the first. He's got the touchdown. Kansas is winning this game again. Baylor, I mean, you got to do something before the half ends. 2-minute warning has hit. 1st and 10 of 37. Wide open man, that's easy. He's going to have it pass midfield. Are you back to the line with 150 to go? Dell rolling left. He's going to go back right. He's going to get sacked, and Dell, I think he's really just trying to do too much in this one. As there's under a minute to play, 3rd and 14. He's going to have a man open, caught, 4th and inches. Baylor's going to go for it. So close, and they got the first down. O'Connell, they're going to get it for another one. O'Connell hurries it back to the line, direct snap, and they burn a timeout there. So interesting that O'Connell goes back to back. Now Tank Cherry over his head. This has not looked like the same Baylor team. Now the kick is no good. And the rain probably played a factor in that one too. Kansas, they are playing it well as they could go up by 2 scores in this first half. 20 seconds to play after that big one. They are not going to do themselves any favors with that play though. 16 seconds to play, 2nd and 16 as they go middle, caught, and it's a field goal range acquired kick is no good. Okay, so both teams miss a field goal at the end, and it remains a 7-point game. Baylor with the football. Now second half, now you really got to lock in. Figure this one out, guys. You cannot lose this one as it's going to be outside. Look at the move from Lane O'Connell. You just break a defender down in the open field, cut outside, and he's just so shifty. Now you got Boudreaux on the screen. Spin move, Boudreaux inside the 20-yard line. Things are starting to look a little bit better now. O'Connell cuts it back the other way. He's over 100 yards on the ground, and he's done it on just 11 carries. Boudreaux up the middle, and Baylor maybe just saying, hey, we got a good rushing attack. Just trust them. And now Tank Cherry put it up for him. Touchdown. And Cherry was a little quiet at first, but there you go. He gets his touchdown, and that's going to be 10 straight. We can start to look at the record books a little bit later, but right now we really have to lock in and try to win this one. But the screen, bad angle taken, and he's gone. 61 yards for Kansas, and Baylor back down again. Firmly, upset alert, guys. We are in trouble. 21-14. Baylor with Sean Wade up the middle. That's going to be caught if he would have got by that one defender. I think he could have outran the rest. As Boudreaux outside, he's got speed too. He's one of the faster running backs in the nation, and he has it. And now an RPO caught by Wade. Touchdown. Baylor looking a lot better, and it was when this team started to really lean on the run game and using that run to set up the pass. Seems like an adjustment was made, and it's worked for the offense, but the defense now needs to start figuring things out because Kansas has moved the ball so well. Blitz sent in. That's a sack. 7-yard loss, 3rd and 15 now as they are looking. He's got time. He's got a man. He's not going to be able to get the first down, though. Baylor with the football back. And now, can Baylor just get on a drive to get the lead here? That's a wide open J.D. Gibbs. First down at midfield. And now, just go to the ground. Go to the ground, but they were ready. Loss of 4, 3rd and 14. Screen set up. They're ready for that, too. And Kansas, man, they came prepared for this one. And they are going to have the football. 4th quarter is going to be upon us after this one. And they got the first, so now 4th quarter has started. Tie game. And now the whole nation's kind of tuning into this one because it's Baylor, the #1 team in the country. Are they going to lose as soon as they get to the top of the polls? Or are they going to let it slip away? 9:30 to go. Outside, caught, and he's going to cut it outside. First down, 20, 15, makes a move, 10, down to the 7, and Kansas would have played, but it's 3rd and goal now. Rolling right, throwing back, caught, touchdown. You can't let the #1 seed slip away like this. Play action, Baylor. Who's going to be the player that makes the play? Cherry. That's a crazy trust ball, basically. That was pure trust and faith that made that happen. As Boudreaux with the first down, 7 to go. As Dell, he's rolling left, he's looking, he's floating one, and O'Connell's got it. What a play. And now 2nd down and 10. Dell's gonna look. He looked like he was about to run, and now he is. First down at the 21-yard line. 5.5 to go. 2nd and 5. Dell looking, running again. Goal to go. Sliding at the 7. All right, Baylor, you can tie this one up. He's gonna go underneath. Caught and easy. Touchdown. Baylor ties it. Just 5 minutes to play. Baylor, can you get a stop on defense? 2nd down and 9. Rolling right. He's sacked. And Bailey gets in. 3rd and 21. Baylor. Screen is set up for Kansas, but they're not going to have it as he had a long way to go. All right, Baylor has the football back right field position. Check it to Cherry, running through a man. That's going to be a 3rd down and 1 now. How about you hand it off? Boudreaux, he's got field goal range and a lot more inside the 30. And Baylor starting to get in control of the clock. Dell's not going to get much on the option, just 2 yards, but stays safe. 2-minute warning is hit. O'Connell is going to get 6. That's going to set up 3rd and 2. O'Connell, 1st down. And Baylor can run out this clock. Timeouts are being used. And Boudreaux, middle. He's down to the 3. Goal to go. Boudreaux, touchdown. Baylor has the lead. And now just a minute 15 to go. Maybe you could have argued that Baylor should have just stopped at the 1, kicked the field goal. They don't care. They trust their defense, even if it's been a little rough. 3rd down and 7. He's looking. He's got the 1st down. Down to the 35. 40 seconds to play. Needing a touchdown. It's intercepted. Wilkins. He's going to put it into this one. And Baylor survives the upset attempt from Kansas. And that one was scary. How about almost 1,000 combined yards between these two teams? Dell had a little bit of issues this game. The rain definitely played a factor. Both these teams missed a kick. Both these teams had some struggles. But ultimately, Baylor, they put the ball in the hands of O'Connell and Boudreaux. Both of them combined for about 200 yards. Cherry had his typical good game. And for at least another week, Baylor survives and is one step closer to that Big 12 title game in that Oklahoma matchup. With 2 games left in the regular season, Baylor has a hard road ahead of them still. The last 2 games are absolute powerhouses as we get to take a little detour from the Big 12. An extra bonus non-conference game this season for Baylor. And of all the teams that they could have gotten, it's going to be 8-1 on the road, Notre Dame, and a top 25 showdown. Number 14 versus number 1 Baylor in the game of the week as Notre Dame starts with the football, and Notre Dame trying to pull themselves into college football playoff action, and at 8-1, they can do it with a win over Baylor. Baylor, meanwhile, trying to hold on to that number 1 ranking in the nation as Notre Dame with the 1st down carry. Very quickly, the Fighting Irish are inside the 40-yard line as they hand it off right up the middle. That's going to be a 1st down, and Notre Dame to the 22-yard line. Now 2nd down and 1. Throwing, middle, caught, open. He's spinning off a tackler, and he's got goal to go. Notre Dame punches it in. Touchdown. And what a start for the Irish as Baylor takes over, now handing it off in their ground game, getting a chance to show what they can do. 2nd down and 1 turns to 3rd and 1 as Boudreaux has the 1st down, and Boudreaux has gotten so much better throughout the year, and he has really leveled the carries between these 2 running backs as they float one, and Cherry can't hang on. That ball just knocked away at the last second. Now 3rd down, incomplete. Baylor punts it, and Notre Dame has the football 7-point lead, and a stop on defense has got to be big for this Irish team. Already with the home field advantage, but they're not going to get anything here. 3 and out. Baylor with the ball back. Boudreaux is going to cut left, and Boudreaux on the run. He's got the 40, 30, 20, and finally knocked out of bounds. He's at the 13-yard line. Boudreaux just needed 1 cut to the outside, and he made the defense pay. Now 3-yard line, 2nd and inches. Throwing wide open. Tank Cherry, and the streak continues, and he's inching closer and closer to history. 11 straight with a touchdown, and that ball's knocked away. They tried to take a deep shot, and now 3rd down and 5. Notre Dame, 1st down converted as they got it to the 46-yard line. 2nd down and 3. That's going to be a handoff. He's going to go wide. Run through a defender, Moses. He's really athletic, really fast, but not so powerful as he got put on his back there. And now 1st and 10 is going to turn into a sack. Everybody got in there. 2nd and 23 as they got to salvage some of these yards back, but they're getting sacked. Feely gets in there. 3rd and 33, and you're just going to play it safe. Screen is going to get them some of the yards back, but playing the field position game isn't going to help you too much when you were getting put back 23 yards behind the original line of scrimmage. Moses curiously is going to field that punt and then go back the other way. Moses, I don't know if he's a little shaken up from that hit that he took, but I think that is going to almost be a safety. They ruled it as safety on the field, but I guess changed their minds, and now Baylor, it's going to get an offsides, and that is going to be a questionable call when you look back on this game potentially. That's a sack, and he gets knocked at the 1. But I mean, you can go back and look at that one and tell me for yourself if you think that was a safety. But Notre Dame, regardless, great field position. It might not matter because they are already at the 21-yard line with 2 first downs. Sweeping it, and they're going to get another play into the red zone now. 3rd down and 4 as they drop to throw it. Quick pass, middle, caught. He's in, touchdown. Down by 7, but still plenty of time left in the second quarter as Dell deep drop. He's going to float one deep. That's going to be caught. And there's Sean Wade for the big play. This Baylor team could just move it down the field so fast, and they were going to try to do it again. And Dell has got Cherry. And now 3rd down and 9. Already 2 big plays into field goal range. And then 4th and 5. They're going to go for it. Baylor, interesting call, but they get the first down. You really did not need to go for it, but Baylor playing aggressive here on the road, trying to quiet this crowd a little bit. Goal to go. Baylor, quick pass. Cherry, touchdown. He's got both on the day. And Tank Cherry, I mean, he is just so special, isn't he? It was just so... How do you not cover him, honestly? How do you not get a guy on him? 30 seconds to play for Notre Dame as they got it to the 44-yard line, trying to get a field goal before the half ends. They got a quick pass underneath, incomplete. So Baylor will take over with the second half kickoff, and wide open is Tank Cherry. What are you guys doing? You got to cover Cherry. You can't let him run free like that. He's got 5 catches already in this one, and 2 touchdowns, not to mention that, as 3rd down and 6 hits. And Dell is going to throw underneath. That's going to be caught in the face of pressure. He delivers it to J.D. Gibbs. 2nd down and 5. Handoff. That's going to be Boudreaux cutting it back the other way, and Boudreaux for the first down, 20-yard line. Now a motion play, handoff, and that's going to get blown up. O'Connell, nowhere to go. O'Connell's been a little quiet as of late, and now 3rd down and 14. Diving grab, but Baylor set up to go for it. Boudreaux on the pass. Boudreaux down to the 2, and Baylor with a huge play to set them up in 4th down and 1 to go for it. And Lane O'Connell, I said he was a little quiet, but he gets in the end zone there. And just like that, Baylor 21-14, but Notre Dame on the run. Notre Dame cutting it back middle. That's going to be a first down all the way to midfield. Notre Dame had a couple of nice plays in the first half. They've had actually some really decent amount of chunk plays on this Baylor defense, as there's going to be another read option, and he gets a block, and that's going to be to the 22-yard line. Both these offenses moving it in just big plays one after another, but now 3rd down and 12. You got another big play, and you know you did not. It's a sack, and that was Shoemaker getting in there. 4th and 19. Kick is good. So Notre Dame, it's going to be 21-17 Baylor favor, as O'Connell is going to have a flag down. He didn't even get much there, but that's going to be coming back, and Baylor not going to be happy with that one. Backed up as there's going to be a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 15 now. He's going to float one deep. That ball incomplete. Baylor going to have to punt it. That holding penalty really set them back, as Notre Dame is going to wind into the 4th quarter with the ball in scoring territory, and a first down grab there. Notre Dame primed to take the lead on this drive. High pass up to the tight end. He's got it. And now down to the 11-yard line. Handoff. That's blown up. 4 different Baylor defenders got in there. 3rd and 12. They're going to run the football, and it gets blown up again. That's an interesting call. Maybe they thought they could catch Baylor off guard, but they didn't. I think they were playing for 4-down territory and wanted to get at least half the yards, but they couldn't, as Baylor now with the football up by 1. They got the football with 6.5 to go. Play action. Dell rolling left. He's looking. He's throwing on the run. That's going to be caught for Alejandro. Easy. 40. He's going to go down at the 36. And Baylor in field goal range. Backwards pass. That's going to be to Sean Wade. Going to count as a run. And Wade, he's going to stop and go down at the 22-yard line. Gain of 14. 2nd down and 7 now. Baylor, it's going to be a pass outside. Either you took a sack, or I think the running back should have just put that one on the dirt, but 3rd down and 12 regardless. He's going to float one for Tank Cherry. It's caught! Touchdown! And the hat trick for Tank Cherry. Out of nowhere, you just pull out a 3rd and long conversion, and you get it in the end zone. Now Notre Dame is really backed up. You're down by 8. Driving 46-yard line with 2:17 to play. That ball's going to go middle, caught, got room to run. He's got the first down at the 34. They need the 2-point conversion if they score here, as they got time in the pocket. But he eventually creates pressure. He should have stepped up, not ran backwards. 3rd down and 19, as he's now going to step up. He's going to do what he should have done, throwing, and that's good play creation there. He did a good job on that one, made up for it. Now 1st and 10, they're going to go with a run, juking a man out, and goal to go. Notre Dame with a minute to play. Handoff. He's got the touchdown in Notre Dame. 2-point conversion for the tie. Minute to play. Basically your game here. Throwing. He's going to go quick. It's incomplete. Baylor holds on, but the onside kick is recovered by Baylor. And even though it got a little scary at the end, Baylor goes on the road at Notre Dame, takes them down, and with one game left in the regular season, Baylor is looking like the hottest team in the nation and deserving of that #1 ranking. Their schedule has been brutal, and trust me when I tell you, the next game, it ain't getting any easier for us. Basically, however many games we have left in this season, the conference championship, whatever playoffs we may have in the future, every game, last 2 of the regular season and beyond, is just straight powerhouse, hard-hitting teams. Notre Dame, I'm not exaggerating when I say this is probably the worst team we're playing the rest of the way, and they gave us a fight. And things are not locked in for the conference championship. I said there was a way that we could get knocked out, and it will be in the final game of the season for Baylor. We take on number 7 Texas. They only have 1 loss. If they beat us, they'll have the tiebreaker, and it'll be Texas-Oklahoma. Meanwhile, Heisman, look at Tank Cherry. Could we have a Heisman winning tight end? Despite being #1 in the nation, despite having all the great performances that Baylor has this year, it could all mean not nothing, but it could all mean a lot less if you don't take care of business against a #7 ranked Texas, because if Baylor loses this game, they will not be in the conference championship. They will be, maybe 5th in the country, but outside the conference championship, because we don't play Oklahoma in the regular season, so there's no tiebreakers there. And then Texas would obviously have the tiebreaker over us, so we'd be on the outside looking in, and Baylor needing to actually win this game. It's rare that you can have a game where we feel like we need to win as the #1 team. We got our playoff spot potentially locked up. If we lose this game, I mean, we're still going to the playoffs, but we want to have that first round bye. We want to have that top seed as Baylor with the football to start the game. And JD Gibbs going to get a stiff arm out of bounds. 3rd down and 1 handoff. That's going to be Boudreaux for the first down. And Texas already would have been down injured as 45-yard line. Dell floating one. That's going to be Cherry. And Cherry with a hat trick last week, looking at potentially going to win a Heisman Trophy. When you ever see a tight end do that, as Alondro, easy for a big gain. Now 16-yard line. He's going to be looking for Tank Cherry. That's going to be incomplete. That ball was, only where Cherry could have caught it, though. So I can't mind that as Cherry this time. It's going to be overthrown. That one not so great of a throw. Ball going to be kicked through the uprights for a field goal. So Baylor with the early 3-0 lead. Even though not a first possession touchdown, still happy with the opening drive field goal on the road here at Texas, as Texas going to hand off, and that's going to be 2 straight 2-yard losses. Now 3rd down and 14, pump fake left. He's going to go right, and that's going to be incomplete. So Texas with an awful opening drive. I mean, that one just looks so disjointed. Now Moses going to field this one in his own territory, as Moses is going to go all the way to the 41-yard line, set Baylor up with great field position, as Moses has been doing that all year. Baylor on the run. That's going to be broken up. Incomplete. 3rd down and 10. 41-yard line. It's a weird spot to be in, especially when you're almost throwing a pick. Now 41-yard line, too long for a field goal. You don't want to punt. Baylor going to go for it, and that's a dangerous call, but it's going to work all the way to the 1-yard line. Goal to go, and Baylor, quick pass, touchdown, and the continued streak. Tank Cherry with the score, and Baylor, I mean, genuinely, if they had a kicker that they felt like they could trust from 58, they would have kicked it. But best believe Baylor doesn't want to punt from enemy territory, as that ball's going to be flown over the middle for a 1st down completion. Now 3rd down and 4, Texas in field goal range, throwing middle, caught, 1st down, keeping the drive going. As now another 3rd down and 4. They got another conversion in them. No, they don't. 4th and inches, but Texas is going to go for it. And Texas with the spin move, running back, just a beautiful move. And he's going to help cash in a touchdown. He deserves that one, as it looked like Texas was going to get blown up, but nope, it was a spin move. That's a highlight reel one right there, as Baylor with a big play to start their possession. 2nd down and 11. Wide open is going to be Gibbs for the 1st down, already at the 35-yard line. 6 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Dell rolling, throwing one. Cherry underneath. He's going to make a move and get the 1st down, and Cherry already having a nice start to his day, as you're going to see a flag down and O'Connell get stopped in the backfield. How are you going to hold and have a bad run play, as that's going to be back? I mean, you can consider declining that one, but they're not going to. Baylor's going to get to 3rd and 15, though, floating one for Cherry. That ball's a little underthrown, and that's going to be incomplete. So Baylor with the field goal, and you can see why Baylor maybe doesn't trust their kicker, as it's going to be wide left, not even close. And now 10-7 is still your score. Texas with the football. 4 minutes to play in the second quarter. 3rd down and 7. Throwing. Clean pocket. He's got no one open, though. On the run, he's going to throw it out of bounds. And Baylor's coverage was phenomenal there. Now Baylor football back underneath. Wide open. That's going to be Sean Wade. He just creates separation at such a high rate. Now a flag down. Somebody jumped. And they are going to call it on Texas. So Baylor with a free 5 yards there is going to be setting up 3rd down and 5, where Baylor feels like they can run the football, and they were going to set up for 4 down territory, and Boudreaux somehow found his way out to get more than a 1st down. Now O'Connell, he's got the 1st, and Baylor's running backs getting going as with under a minute to play. That's going to be an open Alejandro Easy down to the 1 yard line. Baylor going to run out some clock. 20 seconds to play. O'Connell, touchdown. Baylor scores with just little time to go. Texas is going to get the football to start the half, but it's going to be down by 10. Screen pass for a gain of 10. As now 3rd down and 4 for Texas. Outside, caught, turning upfield for the 1st down. Now another 2nd down and 4 yards to go, as Texas has been getting into these manageable conversion situations, and they get another 1st. Now 1st and 10. Bubble screen outside. Thrown a little late, but it's still going to work. No illegal men downfield. Another 1st down. Texas moving the football phenomenally. Quick pass. Touchdown. And Texas, what a drive to start the second half. It's 17-14. Baylor screen. Going to be Cherry. And Cherry's going to get them to 3rd down and 6. As Dell with the blitz in his face got Cherry. 1st down. His 6th grab of the day. Make it 7? Yes, it will be. Cherry 3 on this drive alone. 3rd down and 6 as Dell. He's going to be floating one deep. 1-on-1 for Cherry. It's incomplete. And Baylor 4th down at midfield, going for it. Baylor just so risky, and a 1st down for Dell. No team trusts their offense and trusts their quarterback quite like Baylor. As Easy for the 1st down, under 2 minutes to play. Gonna be a little motion handoff, and that's gonna be Boudreaux for a gain of 7, so a little trickery there. As that's gonna be O'Connell getting stopped. 4th down and 2. Baylor has taken so much time on this drive, they're going for it, and this time it's not gonna work in their favor. You can't expect to convert them all, as Baylor goes all the way down the field, converts so many big-time situations, only to give the football back. And already, we're in the 4th quarter. Texas down by 3. And will one of those risky calls come back to haunt Baylor, as Texas at midfield, they're getting sacked. That's going to be a blitz coming in, and Ciante gets in there. 3rd down and 18. Screen incomplete. Baylor with the ball back, so with 8 minutes to play, Baylor no harm done there, as they still have the lead, and now can maybe get to draining some more clock. As Boudreaux, look at the blocking on that one from Baylor's offensive line. They opened up a massive hole for a 1st down. 47-yard line. Dealt with the play action rollout. He's going to float one on the run. It's incomplete. 3rd down and 10. 6:30 to go. Dell with the play action. Open. Wide open. That's going to be Sean Wade for the 1st down. And they're in field goal range, back where they were previously. Dell probably should have handed that one off. It's going to be stopped for a 3-yard loss. Now under 6 minutes to play. Quick pass. Cherry. He's got it. Turns it upfield. Gets a block. And Cherry. Touchdown. He got blocks from J.D. Gibbs. And how about 5 touchdowns in his last 2 games for Tank Cherry? What a year. I mean, we're going down as greatest tight end season of all time at this point. 3rd down and 9 for Texas. He's got so much time. Throwing one deep. 1-on-1. It is intercepted. Wilkins. He's going to get tackled, and he tried to kneel it, but now they're at their own 2-yard line. Baylor with the Wildcat. They're going to go and get stopped. No gain. 3rd down and 10. Cannot allow a safety here because it would make it a 1-score game as they throw it in their own end zone, and Easy just barely gets out of the end zone. Texas, though, still great field position. That ball is going to be incomplete. 3rd down and 10. 2:18 to play. A lot of time in the pocket. He's going to test the deep ball again. That one's a double coverage incomplete. 4th and 10. Probably your game on the line here. Texas has got it. They call 1st down. He had a foot in bounds. 2nd down and 10 now. 2-minute warning hitting. It's going to be caught. And touchdown, Texas. It's not over yet. Baylor's going to need to put this one away. And they are going to get stopped now. 3rd down and 8. Dell, he's got the wide open man out of the backfield. They blitz, and it's not going to work out in their favor. Baylor gets the 1st down to seal it. And even though we had to go on the road against a number 7 Texas team to lock up our conference championship spot, Baylor did a phenomenal job coming out here and doing exactly what they needed to do in the big moments when we needed the big plays. Well, the players that we have been leaning on all year stepped up. Most notably, Tank Cherry did his thing, and the defense had some nice plays, some nice moments, had the interception big late. I mean, honestly, underrated play. Alejandro Easy making sure he didn't get a safety, making sure he fought back to the 1-yard line because, like I said, that would have made it a one-score game. They scored that touchdown the next possession. They could have went for 2 to tie it, but we got our matchup. Baylor falls to number 2 as Ohio State jumps them with the win over Michigan, but Baylor and Oklahoma, 2 versus 3, potential 1 seed on the line, conference championship, highly anticipated matchup. Who is going to capture that first round bye? Both these teams are going to the playoffs, but how will these teams pass in the playoffs go? This is the matchup we've been building towards all season long, and I think by now, over the years of playing this team, pretty familiar with what Oklahoma has to offer, especially since quarterback Tavita Tuimone has been a player that we have matched up against, I think, more than any other quarterback in this series, and he is out one more time for this Oklahoma team, trying to lead them to a conference championship. Baylor is trying to get back to a conference championship successes. They won it 2 years ago, lost it last year, but now in their 3rd consecutive conference championship, can they win their 2nd in 3 years? Can they get that first round bye? It's Baylor, it's Oklahoma, and a huge matchup as Baylor starts with the football. They go triple option to start flipping it out, and Lane O'Connell is going to get the first down, and Baylor is going to go play action, and they get the running back taken down and the quarterback taken down. Everybody goes down. 3rd down and 21, and Baylor playing it safe. They're going to go and punt the football away. And Tuimone with the football back as this team has had their long-running starting quarterback taking them to the playoffs one more time, as that's going to be a completed pass for the first down. They had the screen set up, and he didn't want to go for it. Now an RPO right up the middle for the first, and a big gain, 24 yards, as they're going to go another RPO. Tight end got it again. Multiple RPOs, quick passes, quick decisions as Tuimone blitzing in. He's going to beat it. Middle, caught, touchdown, Oklahoma. What a start for the Sooners, as Baylor is going to go taking over with the play action, and Dell's getting chased again, and Dell just has a lot of pressure in his face right now. 3rd down and 6, as he's going to step up again. Hit as he's throwing, it's incomplete. And this has been a rough 2 straight possessions for Baylor with nothing to show for it, as Oklahoma has a great field position in the first down. Tuimone to throw it. He's going to go underneath. Caught. Turning upfield for a 6-yard gain. Going to jump to 3rd and 2. Hand off to Disley. As Disley, another one of these players we're very familiar with. One of the best running backs in the nation. Tuimone with the play action. He's looking. He's got time. He's going to fire one dead middle. It's almost caught for a touchdown. He split the safeties. Now 3rd down and 5. Middle again. This time he does have it. Down to the 1. And Oklahoma, quick pass, touchdown, and it's 14-0 Oklahoma in the first quarter, and Baylor is not used to this, a quick start. It hasn't been since that Virginia Tech loss that Baylor started this slowly, as O'Connell's going to get the first down converting, and Baylor finally moving the football a little bit. Blitz sent in, gets picked up, and Tank Cherry open. Cherry breaks a tackle inside the red zone, and Tank Cherry with a huge play. Quick pass outside, easy, gets a block from Gibbs, juke move, and now goal to go for Baylor. Right back in it is Baylor looking for a score. He's going to throw on. He's going to get hit. And now 3rd down and 7 as Baylor looking for Tank Cherry. Incomplete. 4th down. And Baylor's going to have to settle for the field goal. I mean, from 7 yards out, they did not want to go for it there. And they wanted some points on the board. Tuimone is going to break out of a sack. And on 3rd down, he turns it into a first down. And it's plays like that that make Tuimone so dangerous to deal with, as he had 2 guys get in there this time. Sack. 3rd and 16. Deep ball, everyone going long, and it's going to be over the head of the receiver. Baylor gets it back, and that's a bit of a break that they caught there as Cherry for the first down. Midfield now, 2nd down and 5 as they move ahead. Dell looking downfield, but he has no one. He goes back the other way and has his check down open, and Sean Wade gets the first down. Great job from Dell going through his progression and getting that check down. Now quick pass middle. He caught that. 3rd and inches. What a grab. And now it's going to be a handoff that's going to be blown up. 4th down and 1 you're going for. Get it to O'Connell. Trying to draw him offside. Can't do it, but O'Connell right up the middle. First down to the 19-yard line. Baylor, 3 minutes to go in the half, as Dell is going to throw middle. That ball's going to be dangerous. That should have been picked. 3rd down and 10. Dell, middle again. It's going to be caught again. 4th and short again. Baylor going for it again, and they're getting stopped this time. Oklahoma, what a half. Baylor has only 3 points on the board, and Disley for the first down and a big run. And now Oklahoma seeing if they can get some more points before the half. But Tuimone gets stopped in the backfield. 3rd and 11. He's going to throw it 2-minute warning is about to hit. He's got the first down. He hung on. And now Oklahoma in business as they throw it deep. It's over that other receiver. 3rd and 10. Tui Monet outside, wide open, caught, first down, and now in Baylor territory. 2nd and 7 with a minute to play. That's going to be brought in. Both these teams bringing in tough catches, 3rd and inches. They're going to go with the backwards throw, and Baylor, they knock him out of field goal range. Yes, they did. Baylor has 48 seconds to play. They got something going themselves. Tank Cherry open. He's split the defense. He's breaking a tackle, and Tank Cherry comes up big when we need it most. 30 seconds to play. Throwing it deep. Touchdown, Baylor! And Alejandro Easy, just like that, Baylor knocked Oklahoma out of field goal range, took the ball, 2 plays, touchdown, and Baylor with a 4-point deficit. Oklahoma trying to get some momentum back on their side going to half. 12 seconds to play. No timeouts, though, as Tui Monet stepping up. He's going to run it, and he breaks the tackle. Tui Monet slides for the first down. He's got to get the field goal try up, and it is good. They spiked it right at the last second and got it. So now Oklahoma with the football up by 7. Tui Monet with another good run. And Tavita Tui Monet is just one of the best rushing quarterbacks we'll find out there in the nation as Baylor stopped them for a 4-yard loss. And that's going to be intercepted now. They tried to test him. And Wilkins, 30, 20, 50, 10. And he's gotten down at the 3. Baylor can tie it. Hand off. And it's a touchdown. Baylor finally finding their groove, making the big plays that they need. And now, tie game. Tui Monet taking off again. Even when you contain, even when you try to spy, he's still just so dangerous. As 3rd down and 7. He's going to throw underneath, going for the marker. He's got the first down to the 46. It seems like every single time we're talking about these teams both playing from midfield because in 1 or 2 plays they get there quickly. Now they're in Baylor territory. 3rd down and 2. Quick pass over the middle. He missed it. And Oklahoma punts the football. And you could have went for it there, but they want to just try and back Baylor up and make them drive the long way. As now at 17-yard line, that's going to be a middle pass caught. And Sean Wade making a man miss, making 2 miss. He kind of lost a couple of yards there, but we'll take that. We go play action now. Fullback picks up the block, throws it back the other way for Tank Cherry wide open. He stays in bounds. Cherry leaping over a defender. And Cherry's got 125 on the day. His 5th grab. And now O'Connell, he's got 10. 2nd down and inches to 3rd and inches. And Dell power ahead for the first down. 27-yard line. Winding down this 3rd quarter. Baylor throwing one outside. Caught. Cherry set up at the 7. Boudreaux gets the block. He's in for the touchdown. Baylor has the lead. 24-17. Baylor is on fire once again, and they are trying to put this one to bed as Tui Monet, 3rd down and 8. He's going to run. He's got the first down, and Tui Monet, I mean, you got to sacrifice something. Either you don't cover or you don't cover the run, and Baylor is not doing either on that one as they got the first down. Minute to go. They flip it outside for the reverse, and Baylor overcommits. He's got the lane outside. 10, 5, down to the 3, and a little trickery from Oklahoma works. Handoff. It's going to be stopped at the 1. 2nd and goal. End of the 3rd quarter. It's going to be a sack. Baylor drops him. 3rd down from the 8-yard line. End zone. Intercepted. Baylor takes it back. And Baylor all year, their short yardage defense making teams force them into mistakes. And with 9 minutes to play, Baylor 3rd down. You got something for him. He's going to throw it back the other way, but he can't get it. 4th down and 2. Baylor's going to have to punt it. Usually Baylor goes for it, but not in that situation. Disley for a big run already. Oklahoma back in enemy territory. Disley, not as many yards this time around. He's going to be tough to bring down, though. 3rd down and 8. Tui Monet, blitz sent in. He's rolling right. He's throwing in middle, incomplete. And Oklahoma punts it. Now Baylor with the ball back. Caught. 1st down. That's going to be Quan Garrison, the backup tight end. 3rd down and 12 now. Baylor jumping ahead, trying to make another big play. Deep shot. It's over the head of the receiver. And Oklahoma takes over. And it feels like once again, Oklahoma just 1 first down there at the 41-yard line. Handoff again. Disley, he's got past midfield, and he's down to the 43 of Baylor. Play action. Tui Monet with 4 to go. Middle, it's caught. And now in the red zone, 12-yard line. Tui Monet is throwing for the end zone. Incomplete. 3rd and 9. Throwing again. He's going to have time in the pocket. A lot of time. He's going to run it. He's going to have the first down. He fought for it at the 1-yard line. Now throwing outside, wide open. Touchdown. Tied before the 2-minute warning. Baylor, your turn to try to get that first round bye. We're going to Tank Cherry. First down to the 42. As now 2:08 to play. And Dell throwing. He's going to go with the comeback. First down. He got a foot in. 2-minute warning. Second down and 6. He's rolling left. He's looking. He's firing deep. He's got Cherry. Touchdown, Baylor. And they don't need to take their time and kick a field goal. They got the score. 31-24 Oklahoma. Pressure's put on Tuimone. Can he get the game-tying drive? 1:28 to play. 3rd down and 3. He's got time. He's going to get the check down, but it's knocked away at the line. 4th and 3. Game on the line. Tuimone looking, throwing. It's caught. He hung on. Wilkins got there, but he couldn't break it up. 1st and 10. Throwing outside. Caught. Turning upfield. Down to the 15. Timeout used. 30 seconds. Draw play. It's going to be 4th down and 4. 20 seconds. Game on the line. He's got time. He's looking. He's throwing for the end zone. It's called for the touchdown. And Oklahoma, they're going for 2. They're going for the win. They're going for it all. It's stopped short. Baylor stopped them. They went for 2. They went for the win. And Baylor scoops up the onside kick. Go down. And Baylor has won the Big 12 championship. What a finish. Baylor, they did not expect that one. Oklahoma, they didn't want overtime. They didn't want to see Baylor's offense again. They didn't want to see it anymore. They wanted to end it right then and there, and they could not do it. Baylor, they may have allowed 500 yards of offense. Tuimone might have lit the defense up. They might have had a tough time, but somehow, some way, it was enough. And they did everything they needed to do to lock up that top seed, a 1st-round bye, and we are going to the playoffs. And the results are in. Look at that. Your Heisman winner. How about Tank Cherry, Heisman winning tight end after a 90 catches, 19 touchdown, 1,400 yard season. How about Defensive Player of the Year, Jaquan Feely, 23 tackles for loss, 9 sacks on the season, and other awards will be coming in because if you win the Best Defensive Player, well, it's pretty sure you're going to win Best Defensive End. So Jaquan Feely, what a year for him. On top of that, obviously, you're going to be getting Tyrone Dell getting Best Quarterback because he was a nomination for a Heisman Trophy. But Dell, what a year, 37-4 for him. And then how about, obviously, you win the Heisman at tight end? Well, you're going to win Best Tight End of the Year. And what a year. I mean, he's still on the precipice of even more history. 13 straight games with a touchdown reception. The record is 14. He could tie the record in our first playoff game and break it if we keep going further. We also have best return man Moses, obviously much deserved, but we got to look ahead for the playoff opponent. After the first round, we will be seeing that Baylor is taking on Clemson in the Peach Bowl as we take a look at the full bracket, and I think it's a pretty crazy one. Look at the ghost of Baylor's past. How about a team we played last year in LSU, who we went on the road and lost to? How about Oregon, who we lost in the semifinals to 2 years ago? North Carolina, a team that embarrassed us last year in the playoffs. And then Virginia Tech, the only team we've lost to this year. It's very likely we're going to be running into somebody in our past, but that is only if we can take care of business in the second round against Clemson. And obviously, Clemson, every team remaining is a great team, but Clemson being one of the better teams in the nation, a team that we've never ran into before, a team that we have no experience against. And Baylor, after last year's second round performance, is looking to kind of shake things off because I think that the memory of that last game of the last season is very much haunting Baylor, and they really do not want to go down like they did last year. So let's start things off with Baylor. Both these teams roughly 500, in Baylor's case over 500 yards per game. Expect a lot of offense as Clemson starts with the football, dropping back, throwing, 1st down. That's going to be caught, and a gain to the 22-yard line. 2nd down and 4 now as they hand it off, going outside. That's going to be a big run to the 40, midfield. He's going to get tackled down at the 49-yard line, now backed up 1 yard. 2nd and 11, that's going to turn to a 1st down, and that's going to be moving the chains for a 3rd time on this drive. 3 minutes into this one, as that's going to be hit as he's throwing, but he delivers a 1st down grab, and inside the 15 down to the 11. Handoff, running back's got it. He's going to go all the way untouched for the touchdown. And I said expect a lot of offense from Baylor. Well, I don't know if they were expecting it to be that good that quickly. And Baylor now has to respond as they take over. 6 minutes to play in the first quarter. Clemson pretty quick, efficient drive as Baylor gets the first down. 1st and 10 now, screen set up. That's going to be caught, and Sean Wade turns it back the other way. And Wade, he's going to get them 9 and get it to 3rd down and inches as rolling out. Play action. He's going to float one. Tank Cherry, there you go. Get him his first grab of the day. And a 1st down grab is going to get us to midfield where we go to draw play. It's going to be O'Connell. He's got the 1st down to the 38. And now Baylor's offense showing that they can move it quickly, efficiently. Hit as he's throwing. There's a flag down. Wade inside the 5. And this flag is going to be coming back. A legal man downfield. Wipe off that 34-yard gain as now Baylor 1st and 15 play action. And they're trying to get it back. He throws it deep. He's got Tank Cherry down to the 3. The Heisman winner as a flag is down. It's going to be a false start at the 3-yard line. And Baylor with some mistakes on the offensive line early on. Now 2nd down and goal, play action. He's going to throw it quickly. Caught, touchdown. And Tank Cherry, he's into the record books now. That's going to be his 20th touchdown. Not only that, his 14th consecutive game with a touchdown, tying an NCAA record. Tying Cooper Kupp, surpassing Randy Moss. Yeah, you can see the names he's up there with. We can't look ahead to any potential record breakings in a potential next game because we still have to win today, as that's going to be another flag. This one, it's going to be on the Clemson offensive line, so really feels like some early game jitters for this line. A couple of false starts. 3rd down and 15 as Clemson backed up, throwing one. He needed to get a little bit more loft on that one, but it's going to be incomplete. Baylor now going to receive the punt, and here is your return man of the year, catching it on the run, cutting it back all the way wide. He's got 10, he's got 15, he's got 20, and a 22-yard return for Moses, and a great start field position for Baylor as Dell's going to run it. Dell, he's going to slide ahead for a nice gain for the 1st down. And into the 2nd quarter is going to be a nice pass to Alejandro Easy, one of the many seniors on this team, looking for that national championship. He's been here for all the playoff runs, all the playoff moments of the conference championships. He's going to look for a playoff victory as Sean Wade has the 1st down, as now 3rd down and goal. He's going to have Dell rolling left. Dell, can he run for it? He's going to throw it. Alejandro Easy, touchdown! And Baylor takes a 7-point lead in the kickoff back deep to Clemson. 2 yards deep in his own end zone. He fields it, takes it out, and Clemson, right through the middle, and Clemson past the 50, 40, 30, no one's going to catch him. 10, 5, touchdown! Clemson untouched goes right up the middle, and a score on special teams is going to give them the tie game immediately, and Baylor has not allowed a kick return touchdown in quite some time, and this is not the time to do that, as now Baylor with the offense back out there. I mean, Clemson, if there's only one positive about this, Clemson's defense could have been tired, but not after a 3-and-out for Baylor's offense, as Clemson takes it back. Momentum firmly on their side. 2nd down and 3, play action. Midfield, it's going to be 3 minutes to go in the quarter, as it's going to be a throw underneath, caught for the 1st down. He runs ahead, balls forward for an extra 2. 3rd down and 1, we jump ahead. Quick pass outside, wide open, turning it up to past the 30-yard line. And now with under 2 to play, and it's going to be a quick pass over the middle. Caught, splits the defense, breaks a tackle, touchdown Clemson! What a play! And Clemson has the lead. Now Dell throwing it deep. He's got J.D. Gibbs. It's caught, Gibbs! What a play! And now Baylor looking to tie it, but they're going to lose 4. 3rd down and 12, 30 seconds to play in the half. Dell, he's looking. He's going to throw on the run. End zone, 1-on-1, and Bortreau can't get there. Couldn't turn himself around in time. Baylor's going to take a field goal with less than 30 seconds to go, and we are going to go into half. Baylor at least has the football to start, so they can go 2 for 1 here as they got the points to end the half, can get points to start the half. 4-point deficit as Baylor has a 1st down, and great grab for Easy to hang on to that one. Play action. Rush gets in. Dell moves left, and he's going to go and run for it. And Cherry hits a nice block there to help him get to 3rd and 2. Now handoff O'Connell, and he's going to get met, but past the 1st down marker. Baylor keeping it going as a screenplay on 2nd and 10. O'Connell is going to get them 5 more. 3rd down and 5. As Dell is going to be looking. He's going to float one. Open man. That's going to be J.D. Gibbs for the 1st down. He could have got more if he didn't step out of bounds, but we'll take the 1st. As now O'Connell, a little miscommunication there, and he lost 2. Now 3rd down and 12 as Dell hit as he's throwing. It's incomplete from the 39-yard line. This is a long kick, 56 yards. It is got the accuracy. It is too short.
and I think you can kind of see why we made the decision we made in the Texas game, but I guess let's ignore that for a second. It's Moses, his first career interception, comes at a perfect time, and he returns it inside the 35, and Moses, what a play, return man of the year, getting his first pick, and now Tank Cherry over the middle, he's got the touchdown, Tank Cherry, 21 on the year, and now Baylor's got the lead. What a series of events. Baylor has a field goal hit short, then gets a pick, then a Tank Cherry touchdown, but Clemson's got a big play on the other side. Inside the 30-yard line already, play action. Clemson got a clean pocket. He's got no one open, though. He's going to take off and run it, and he's going to slide for 8. Down to 2 minutes left in the third. Handoff. He's going to get the first down, convert. Now at the 13-yard line. 40 seconds to go in the third. He's moving left. He's going to throw it outside. Caught, and he's got the first down. Goal to go to start the fourth quarter. Clemson looking for the lead. He's got the lead. Touchdown, Clemson. And now Baylor has to do something to respond. First play of the drive. He's going to flow one. He beat the blitz. Shaun Wade's wide open. Shaun Wade. He beat him over the top. They sent the blitz, and Wade took the top of the defense. Touchdown. And Baylor in one play response. 31-28. And we have ourselves an offensive showcase for these two teams. I mean, combined, they average 1,000 yards of offense between them per game, so it's no surprise. But now Clemson's offense looking to respond. Middle, that's going to be caught, and he's got another big play. Both these teams, so many big plays. 29-yard line, Clemson outside, caught, he hung on. What a shot from Moses. How did he catch that? As now first and 10 inside the red zone. Look at the running back. He won't be denied, but he got 7 on a play where he shouldn't have gotten nearly as much. Now they're going to get stopped for a loss of 1. Third down and 4. 5.5 to play. Middle. It's going to be incomplete. Receiver wasn't ready for it. And now the field goal. The tie is good. Baylor takes over 31-31. And he's getting brought down. That's going to go down as a sack. 3rd and 14. Baylor looking. He's going to throw one deep. He's got Cherry. One man on him. It's going to be incomplete. The defender made a phenomenal play. And Baylor now having to punt it back. It's going to be Clemson ball. He's going to field the punt. He's going to get past midfield, go outside. He's got a nice return. And Clemson inside the 35. Both teams now with a good return today. And now Clemson, he's getting sacked. Big sack, 3rd and 17. Under 4 to play. He's going to look. He's getting sacked again. Can they hit a field goal from here? It'd be 59. They're going to have to punt it. Baylor, phenomenal job to back them up. Cherry with the grab for a short gain. 3rd down and 3. Handoff. It's going to be a first down for O'Connell. 2-minute warning has hit in a tied 31-31 game. Boudreaux, first down. He's got it out of bounds too. Maybe 20 yards away from field goal range where we'd be comfortable. Our kicker, not exactly a reliable one, but there you go, a 10-yard run. Now backed up to 3rd and 2. It's going to be Boudreaux. First down. He stays on his feet, and Boudreaux, what a run. 50 seconds to play, and Baylor's in field goal range. Quick screen. Cherry. He's got 9 timeout use. Cherry over 100. 3rd down. He's got the first. 40 seconds to play. Baylor can run out the clock. There goes O'Connell. He's got another nice run. Baylor can sit down and take a field goal if they want. They're going to hand it. Boudreaux, he's got the first down. And Baylor can put an end to this one, but they're going to score the touchdown. They don't want to sit for a field goal. They're going to score and give Clemson the football with 16 seconds to play. No timeouts, and they need a miracle. Clemson's got time, and he's gonna get sacked. They have to hurry back to the line, and now it's gonna be over. The game could end right now, and our Robbie Kane sack. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's got the spike. They held that for a long time. Now down to the last play. 80 yards to go. Clemson back at their own 10. He's going to load up. Hail Mary. Throwing it deep. Up in the air. What an arm. He's going to have it tipped. Tipped again. It's almost caught. Oh my goodness. He could have got that. Okay. Baylor hangs on. But that ball was tipped up in the air twice. And almost pulled it. I think the receiver for Clemson was shocked that the ball almost just fell into his hands. And Baylor hangs on in an absolute thriller. And they are moving on to the semifinals. 2 years ago, they made it to the semifinals. It didn't go their way, and now Baylor finds themselves back. But who will it be against? And will they ever get to breathe a little bit? Because every single game for the last, like, 2 months, it feels like, has been just absolute nail-biters, upset alerts, last-second plays, just absolute craziness, and Baylor one step away from finally heading to a national title. We got ourselves a pretty fun Final Four. Baylor is going to be taking on LSU. Tyrone Dell's first big game that he played was against LSU on the road in his freshman season, a game in which he did not play well, a game he lost. Now, a little while later, he's going to be having another chance against LSU, and this is basically, I'd say, a road game a little bit. We're playing in New Orleans. I don't think we're going to be, full of Baylor fans here, but we got some traveling out. And on the other side, part of me was hoping a little bit that North Carolina would win so we could maybe have a shot at playing them again after what happened last year. But either way, still two teams from our past. Oregon, who knocked us out of the semifinals 2 years ago. Virginia Tech, our only loss from last year. So every team remaining, we have some sort of tie and connection to. But Baylor, another team where they are averaging 500-plus yards per game. And another game where we could potentially have a lot of offensive fireworks. This is the first play of the game. There's a flag. And even though Tank Cherry had a nice play, it's going to be coming back. So illegal man downfield, and Tank Cherry's first grab is going to be coming back. Second down and 15. Dell rolling out, rolling right. He's going to be looking for Cherry, and it's broken up. 3rd and 15. And now with a man in motion, it's going to be Dell to throw. Dell, he's going to go left. Dell is a lot of trouble. He's just going to fling one down the field. Dangerous ball. It's caught. Are you serious, Dell? You did not need to do that. That was a crazy play. The definition of a play where the coach is just hiding his face in his hands, and then he looks up, and all of a sudden it's a 50-yard gain. So Dell now in scoring territory. He's going to throw on the run. Sean Wade leaps over a defender and easy. That's a touchdown. Sean Wade jumped over easy too. He jumped over 2 people. And Baylor with the 7-0 lead. That's a crazy start to this one. LSU with the football as Jimmy Prado. We seen him last year. We also seen their quarterback Avery last year. It's the same general core as they also have Bortles, who's been a Heisman candidate wide receiver. So this is the same, key pieces on offense that we played last season, and it's going to be a false start on Jimmy Prado, the running back, and it's going to be going back 5 yards, and now 3rd down and 10 for Avery, who's going to have a screen underneath. Caught Prado. He's got the first down. He makes a man miss, and that's going to be a big-time conversion. 22-yard line. Middle caught, and that's going to be a first down, basically, and goal at the 10 as he's going to step up. He's going to throw. Open man. Caught for the touchdown, and LSU ties it up, and as LSU receivers do, he's hitting the gritty. Bortles, one of the best receivers in the nation, and he is going to tie this one up. Bortles, what a receiver he has been, and he is just another in the line of amazing LSU receivers as they take over. And Baylor with the football, a big play, and that's going to be easy as now we flip it. Tank Cherry getting him a little pop pass, and Cherry, he's got a first down. Just find any way possible to get him the football easy, wide open. He's going to have it for a 7-yard gain. 3rd down and 1 in the red zone. Dell, he's going to roll left. Dell, the running back, this is a miscommunication over the head of Boudreaux, and he tried to do something there, and Boudreaux just wouldn't cut up, and now we just give it to him on the ground. Do something a little bit more conventional. 2nd quarter underway. 3rd down and 8. He's going to throw. Middle caught. Gibbs turns it up. Touchdown, Baylor. And again, we might have some offensive fireworks in this one, as both these offenses are already showing how good they could potentially be, as it's going to be a pass underneath, caught for the first down. You're going to be hearing me say the word first down a lot probably, as, well, there's another one. Jimmy Prado for the first. 8 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter. Handoff. Prado cuts it upfield, and that's another first down. Another good run. But the backup running back getting some action. He's got another good run. Broken tackle into the red zone. Man, can anybody stop anybody? Prado, straight up the middle, first down, and down to the 1. Goal to go, quick pass, Avery, he's got time. He turns a quick pass into a sack. He had to get rid of that one a lot faster. 2nd down and goal now, quick pass, now he's got it. Touchdown, now a tie game. Baylor starts their possession with Dell, play action, deep drop. He's gonna float one, and the blitz came in, beat him over the top. Sean Wade, 30, 20, he's got it down into the 15. Dell already over 200 yards in the first half. Read option goes nowhere, but Dell, he's having a phenomenal half right now. 3rd and 13, throwing on the run. That's going to be incomplete. Could have been picked, but now Baylor will just settle for the field goal. And in a game like this, settling for a field goal might be just a win for the defense on any given drive, as Baylor allowing a big play, and LSU's offense, I mean, there's a reason they average 510 yards a game as Prado goes in the backfield, loss of 2. Now roll out. He's going to throw quick underneath. Caught. Gets a block. First down. And the 30-yard line. 2 minutes to play. Curl route. He's got it covered, but he still hangs on. Boxes out the defender. Inside the 10-yard line. Quick pass. Back in the end zone. Touchdown. As the defense couldn't get over in time. LSU up 21-17, and Tank Cherry trying to get this offense moving, get some points before the half with a minute to go. Sweeping, and that's going to be blown up. 3rd down and 11. Baylor is going to try to play this one. See how they play it. They throw an incomplete pass. Honestly, you maybe could have taken a sack, but we're going to go into the second half regardless. Doesn't really impact anything. LSU has the football to start, and a 25-yard pass to start. LSU, can they be stopped? Well, if you throw it right to Moses, it will be a stop. He got his first career pick last week. How about a second career pick this week? And Baylor, huge play, setting them up in LSU territory. Quick pass, almost swatted or almost picked. 3rd down and 9 as Baylor stepping up. He's going to run it, just a gain of 4, but it's enough for Baylor to feel comfortable going for it. 4th and 5, dangerous play. It's a pass caught middle. Sean Wade catching in traffic is not his specialty, but he made the biggest catch he could have made there. Cherry for the first down. To the red zone, we are just about there. Now we are 3rd down and 3 as Dell throwing underneath. That's caught for Gibbs. Gibbs having a very nice day so far as it's a quick pass, touchdown, Tank Cherry, and into the record books Tank Cherry goes. Most consecutive games with a touchdown reception, but we can't even celebrate too much about a record-breaking accomplishment as it's still a close game and LSU's offense is still moving, still doing amazing. But what a stop by Chad Myers in the backfield. 2nd down and 13, middle, that's gonna be broken up. Shoemaker would have hit. 3rd and 13 as Avery throws it deep. 1-on-1. Moses knocked away. Baylor gets it back and up by 3. They get tackled in the backfield. It's been a rough day running the football. It's been up to the passing game to do everything. Dell moving left. He's going to flow one. Can he get it over? No, he can't. It's going to be 4th down. Baylor has to punt it. And to close out the 3rd quarter, quick pass. That's a flag. And it's going to be an illegal man downfield. Just took too long in that RPO. And Baylor is going to get themselves a free 5 yards backed up. 1st and 15. They're going to go to read option. And what a stop, Sam Maeva, one of the other seniors in this team, as he's trying to get to the national championship. 3rd and 16. Prado. Nice play, but not near a first down. 4th quarter underway. Baylor. 9 minutes to go. 9 minutes to play. A national championship so close for one of these two teams. He's throwing it deep for Cherry. 2 defenders there. It's incomplete. And now 3rd and 7. Dell looking. He's going to roll. Dell, he's going to run. He makes a man miss, and he gets the first down. His subtle athleticism will sometimes pay off as Cherry for the first. He's got room to run, and he's got it past the 40-yard line. Baylor, could they go up by 2 scores? Dell rolling again. Pressure in his face. He's got it to Cherry. And Tank Cherry for another clutch play. 10-yard line as Portro has nowhere to go. And another run stop. It's just got to be done through the air again. Throwing underneath. It's Gibbs. Nowhere to go. 3rd down and 7. Baylor throwing again. Dell underneath. He's got easy. Inside the 5, down to the 4. Baylor, they're going for it. They want the 2-score lead. They want the touchdown, but it's over the head of Cherry. And no, it's over his head, and Baylor turns it over. They did not want to give LSU the ball in a 1-score game. They know how dangerous they can be, but a sack. And now 3rd and 11. Hand off to Prado, and he's not going to get it. Baylor's going to get the football back and an opportunity to end this one. How about an Wildcat? He's going to throw it. He's going to throw the ball. O'Connell. He's got it to Cherry. And what a trick play. Of all times to run a running back throwing the football, that is a weird one. 2nd down and 13. Boudreaux cuts it up, and LSU using those timeouts. How about 3rd down and 8 to try to seal it, to go to the national championship? It's caught! And Baylor is going to the national championship. 2 first downs was all they needed. How about Lane O'Connell throwing the football to Tank Cherry, and then a throw to J.D. Gibbs to seal it. Baylor does not pay for that 4th down miss, but O'Connell and Gibbs on that last drive. I mean, there was just so much ridiculous stuff, even though it was just a 24-21 game, a lot of offense and a lot of key situations. I mean, the run game was rough. I mean, O'Connell had more passing yards than he did rushing yards. Tank Cherry, though, into the record books for him. And now we await, who will we be playing in the national championship? It will be one of two teams that has we have a gripe with as we look, and we will be playing Virginia Tech, the only team to beat us this season. All the way back in week 2, we went on the road and we lost a heartbreaker. We made a big time comeback. We were down quite a bit. It was like a 3-score game. We rallied, came all the way back, only for Virginia Tech to go down and score a touchdown in the last minute of the game to beat us. That was a long time ago. And now, all these months later, we're taking them on with a national championship on the line. And Baylor, it's been so long. It's been such a long road to get here. Can they do it? I mean, you look at this schedule. You look at what Baylor's had to deal with. I mean, even A&M, a team we dominated, ended up with 10 wins. West Virginia, when we played them, was number 4 in the nation. And then when you look at, some of these upsets that we avoided. How about the Kansas State game, the Kansas game, Notre Dame, Texas. Look at all these one-score games. I mean, this is what, like 7 straight games that are one-score games. It's been stressful. It's been intense, but this team is battle-tested. And with the only loss, the only blemish on their resume can be undone with it all on the line against Virginia Tech in the national championship. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been building towards this entire series. 6 seasons, a couple of hurdles that we have gone through in the quarterback department, a historic transfer of DJ Lagway, accelerating the rebuild of this team, a 5-star generational quarterback joining this team, maybe the greatest tight end in college football history. So much has happened in these 6 years, and in this final game, we will see if we can avenge the only loss that we have had all season. Virginia Tech and Baylor, national championship. Another matchup of 2 high-powered offenses, but no team on offense has been able to outduel Baylor except this Virginia Tech team. So Baylor starts with the football handoff. Lane O'Connell. O'Connell outside, and Lane is going to break a tackle. And Lane O'Connell for 8 yards as now Baylor drops to throw it. Quick pass underneath, caught. And that's Sean Wade, who's had such a phenomenal season. Dell to throw it. He's going to go outside. That's going to be J.D. Gibbs for first down. And Gibbs now out to midfield. It's going to be a quick screen. That's going to be Sean Wade. Gets a block, and look at the lineman getting out there to the 36-yard line. As now, Dell to throw it. And he's going to go underneath. That's going to be an open man, and Easy has it for 8. 3rd down and 2. Handoff to O'Connell. And Lane O'Connell's going to get brought down. And Lane, unfortunately, I mean, he's going to be able to play, but not much. So already taking an early hit in this game. Lane O'Connell probably not going to see much of him for the rest of this national championship. That's going to be caught. Gibbs down to the 1. Goal to go. Look who it is. Tank Cherry in. Tank Cherry in the Wildcat. And Baylor busting out something new. And we have to, because we're taking on a team that is familiar with us, that played us earlier this season. It's important to change things up and come out with something new. And Tank Cherry with his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season, as now Wayne in the offense for Virginia Tech out there. It's going to be a first down on the bubble. Caught and got to the 41-yard line. Now 2nd down and 2, close to midfield. Past the first down marker into Baylor territory, and we jump to the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 2. That's going to be caught underneath. Caught on the run, and he's going to get it inside the 20-yard line. Baylor now reeling as their defense inside the 20-yard line. Virginia Tech, touchdown! And they tie it up. And now 7-7 with 3 to go in the first quarter. Kickoff deep. It's going to be Moses, return man of the year, has 2 touchdowns. He's going to go to the outside. Moses, he's got to the edge. And one of the fastest players in the nation sprinting down the sidelines. Moses, can they catch him? 5! Touchdown! And the best return man in the nation, true freshman Moses, has a touchdown. And Baylor, what a time to pick a national championship. Kick return touchdown. and Baylor up by 7 once more. The offense didn't even need to take the field as Virginia Tech back out there. Wayne to throw, and he's rolling into a sack. That's going to be Smith coming in the dime corner getting a sack. Now throwing it, Dave. Moses got beat this time, and he gave us a touchdown, but he allowed a touchdown on the other end. Okay, so we'll call it even for Moses. 14-14, keeping it a tie game. That's going to be Boudreaux for the first down. Like I said, with the banged up Lane O'Connell, we're going to be seeing a lot more Boudreaux and probably a lot more passing of the football, which we've already had to do all playoffs. Tank Cherry for the first down. Now at the 43. Second down and 10. Cherry middle diving crab, and he hangs on to it. Second down and 7 as they throw it for Sean Wade in open field. Spin move, and Wade inside the 25 as now 23-yard line. Second and 10. Quick screen. That's going to be caught for Easy, and Alejandro Easy. Third down and inches. It's going to be O'Connell for the first down, trying to get him still involved. He's trying to play through it as it's going to be a pass for Cherry, and Baylor's trying all kinds of trickery. Didn't work there. Now testing for the end zone. Intercepted. Virginia Tech. Baylor got a little too fancy on that one, but you could see they're coming up with some new stuff for this national championship. They were working on some stuff in practice and getting Tank Cherry the ball in every way imaginable for his final career game. Second down and 3 as they are going to hand off. First down, he got knocked ahead for it. Virginia Tech in enemy territory. Throwing outside. It's going to be incomplete. Low for the receiver. Third down and 10 as he's going to go outside. Another pass broken up now. So Baylor gets the football back in a 14-14 game as there goes Cherry lining up out wide as they're moving Cherry all kinds of places. I mean, they're playing him in every conceivable position. Deep ball, caught for Wade, gets a block, and inside the 25-yard line. First and 10. Dell rolling right. He's going to throw it, and that is Basanis, the third-string tight end. Is that his first career catch? Dell, pop pass, and it's a touchdown. That's going to go down as a passing touchdown for Tank Cherry, and he has now, what, a passing and a rushing touchdown. Deep ball for Virginia Tech. That's over the head of the receiver. Third down and 3 minutes to go in the half. Underneath, caught for the first down, and Virginia Tech trying to see if they can get points on the board before this half ends as they are going to have a clean pocket. He's going to throw it. Deep ball, caught, and brought down by Kaufman as they got it inside the 25-yard line. 50 seconds to play. Underneath, caught, turning upfield. Tight end's got the first down. Inside the 15, 25 seconds to play. He's got it, and it's going to be shy of the marker. Third down and 1. They run it. He's got the first timeout. They're going to kick a field goal with 3 seconds to go. It is good. We're going into half 21-17, and Baylor has to go on defense once more. First down run for Virginia Tech on third down and 8. Now Wayne outside, caught for the first down. And both these teams once again showing how difficult it is to play defense right now against these championship caliber offenses, as it's going to be another run. Scrambling for a 9-yard gain. Now play action on second and 1. He got a first down, wide open for the tight end. That was a shot play, but they took the check down. Second down and 7 with a handoff. Now the backup running back, he's got it to the 30-yard line. And Baylor's defense having a hard time stopping them as he's rolling right. He's going to run for it. Wayne, he's got the 10, the 5, slides down to the 4. What an opening drive. He's going to go with the read option, and in a 4.5-minute drive, touchdown. Virginia Tech got the lead. Baylor finally takes the football and has a chance to do something with it as they get the first down run there. 4 minutes to play in the third. It's been a fast-moving quarter as Cherry got the catch, turns it upfield. Cherry on the run. Tank Cherry to the 28-yard line. 3.5 to play in the third as Dell rolls out, got the pass on the run as Sean Wade into the red zone, 11-yard line. Second down, and he's going to throw for Cherry. Tank Cherry, touchdown. He's got the hat trick. How about a passing, a rushing, and a receiving touchdown for our Heisman winning tight end in the national championship? What is going on right now as it's going to be Baylor up by 4. Fourth quarter is upon us almost as Baylor has the football after a 3-and-out. Fourth quarter has now hit. Baylor third down and 3. He's going to look. He's going to throw one down the field for Wade. He's got it. Sean Wade turns it upfield inside the 25. Now in the red zone. Second down and 8. He's going to throw underneath. That's caught. And there goes Boudreaux. Down to the 5. Down to the 1. And Baylor faking the QB power. Floating one. Tank Cherry. Touchdown again. His 4th of the game. And this is just getting ridiculous. Run for Virginia Tech, gets some 9 and another handoff. A lot of room, he's got an open lane, he's getting brought down, the fumble, ball on the ground, it's picked up by Quintana, the ball gets ripped out, it gets ripped out, Virginia Tech scoots it, and they're going the other way. What just happened? Touchdown! And Virginia Tech with one of the most improbable plays in national championship history, and they get it to a one-score game. We gotta see a replay on this one. The ball got knocked loose by Baylor. It looked like Quintana picked it up as the ball came out. It is a fumble. Quintana, you can see the tight end here. Look, he ripped it out. He ripped the football out. Are you kidding me? Who on Virginia Tech, that tight end, just ripped the football out and might have saved their national championship lives, as it's going to be a handoff. 2-point conversion is good. Baylor, as we could see again, he is going to rip it out. The tight end just stripped the football, and it just luckily went to Virginia Tech, and he goes all the way. I don't think I'll ever see anything like that again. But Baylor now, they have to recover. They have to just clear their mind of that. It was unlucky, but they got a big play to Cherry. They call it out of bounds, but they're going to review it. They got to review this, as they are going to review. And Baylor, are they going to get it? We're going to take another look at it, as it's going to be floated. Cherry, he did get a foot in bounds. They're going to give it to him as Baylor gets a big call in their favor. Now 3rd down and 12. Will it even matter as Baylor dropping to throw it? He's going to be looking left. He's getting hit, and they have to give it back. And now Virginia Tech has the football with a 3-point deficit in a 1-score game. Handoff as he's going to get 7 yards. Now 2nd down and 3. Quick shovel pass. It's going to be outside, and he gets a block, and he's turning a field. Can anyone catch him? Virginia Tech shovel pass. Touchdown on their end for the score, and they got the lead. Baylor, 5.5 to play, and now down 39-35 in the national championship, needing a touchdown here. That ball's gonna be broken up. Baylor has to punt it, but they're gonna try to see if they can draw them off sides. They're not going to. They're gonna get a flag. It's gonna be a false start. Baylor only sent the offense out there to try to draw them. They're gonna punt the football away, but Virginia Tech in good field position. They're going to get a play stop for a 3-yard gain. 3rd down and 7. Can they get the 3 and out here? He's got time, but the coverage is good. It's gonna be thrown up and knocked away. What a play. 2nd down now for Baylor on offense. Floating one. He's got an open running back. It's Boudreaux for the 1st down. 44-yard line. 3.5 to play. Baylor looking, throwing middle. That's caught. And Gibbs breaking a tackle down to the 18. Now a handoff. He's going to have O'Connell. Lane O'Connell weaving his way to the 5. 2 minutes to play. Handoff Boudreaux. He's going to be down to the 1. 3rd and goal. Handoff again. O'Connell. He rolls in. Touchdown. Baylor has the lead at the 2-minute warning. Can they hold on? Virginia Tech has the 2nd down and inches play. Now to throw at 1:24 to go. He's going down the field. He's got a big one, and that's going to be caught. Moses couldn't bring him down. He's pushed out of bounds at the 23. 1:18 to go. Quick pass. He's going down. Sack. 2nd down and 16. Blitzing in again. He's going to run it. He got through. He's got the first. He's down inside the 10. Down to the 5. Little time to play. 2nd and goal. Wayne on the run. Back in the middle. It's a touchdown. Virginia Tech has the lead with under a minute to play. Baylor, do you got something in you? One more drive. He's going to flow with it in coverage. Easy. It's tipped. It's caught. He caught it. Are you kidding me? Easy. How did he bring that in? It's tipped, and it was into his hands. We needed that play. It's now 42 seconds to go. Needing 50 yards. He's getting sacked. Timeout used. Baylor's down to 1. Under 40 seconds to go. He's throwing it into coverage. It's caught. He caught that. The defender missed. Wade has it. 34-yard line. 20 seconds to go. Deep ball for Cherry. He's got it down to the 9. Under 20 seconds. Can Baylor pull it off? He's looking down. Rolling. Cherry. Touchdown. Baylor. 49-46 and a Hail Mary for the national championship. Can Baylor hold on for one more play? Throwing it deep. It is out of bounds. Baylor has won the national championship in one of the most spectacular games you will ever see. Baylor pulls it off. No matter what Virginia Tech threw at them, what crazy plays happened, no matter how many times they put Baylor in a deficit at the end, they kept coming back, and Tank Cherry had one of the greatest national championship performances you will ever see. AZ had the incredible catch, and everything this team has been through, everything we have built towards, everything we have gone through this season, all the tough opponents, every last second victory, every crazy play, every tough team like Oklahoma and Texas and Notre Dame, Virginia Tech, Clemson, LSU, all of them, it didn't matter. In the end, Baylor holds it high and wins it all. Teams combined for 1,100 yards, over 90 points, how about 50 plus first downs, and one of the craziest games you will ever see. Dell throws for 500 yards, 3 touchdowns. Cherry, I mean, how about a passing touchdown? How about a rushing touchdown? How about 3 receiving touchdowns, including the game winner, capping off without a doubt the greatest season a tight end has ever had, putting him in the conversation for the greatest season a receiver in general has ever had. And Cherry and this Baylor team accomplishes what we set out to do all these years ago, win the national championship. I can't think of a better way to win it. I can't think of a better game to win it in. I can't think of a more deserving season to win the national championship. And finally, we have done it. We get to take a peek now at the final season statistics and a very important conversation that needs to be had as we, approach the end of this video. As Tyrone Dell, I mean, what an improvement. I mean, the touchdowns up, the interceptions, only 5 picks all year, yards per attempt way up, completion percentage up. He was just unbelievable. Like I said, every bit of the generational quarterback label that he was given. And at a 90 overall, if he were able to go to the draft, he would, but he's not since he's a true sophomore. So, he would be forced to stay another year, even though he should be onto the NFL. Lane O'Connell, what a transfer he was. Going from, Sam Houston all the way to Baylor and having a spectacular season for us. Boudreaux was also amazing, and on the second half of the year really started to come on. Tank Cherry. How about that? A 1,700-yard, 25 touchdown season, and records were broken too. How about 16 consecutive games with a touchdown? He was already a back-to-back 1,000-yard receiver, putting up great numbers, and then he just goes nuclear and has, I guess, 28 all-purpose touchdowns on the season. And I want to know what stat you think is crazier here. When we get into the season stats from him, what's crazier? Had 5 catches in every single game, had more yards over 100 yards than under, had a touchdown at least in every game, or had at least 1 catch of 20 plus yards in every game. That is unbelievable. That is insane. That is ridiculous. How do you even compute that type of a season? It just doesn't make sense to have a year that good. Only a handful of games under 100 yards, and he had some amazing performances too. So, Cherry definitely gonna go down as the best player of the series, and definitely unmatched levels of legendary tight end, all-time great prospect type of player. But I think now a conversation needs to be had, because I didn't show you guys recruiting throughout the video, because even though I did do it and record it, the more the season went on, the more things happened, and the way it ended, it just kind of feels like, is this the end? I'll ultimately leave it up to you guys, but I'll at least, explain my point of view on it and say, with a series or with a show or with anything like that is episodic and has, a bunch of stuff like that, I feel like you want to end it the best possible way, and you want to end it on a high note, and I can't think of a better way to end it, and I can't also think of a way it gets better than this. Are we ever going to have a game as good as that Virginia Tech game? Are we ever going to have a moment like the moments that we had in this season? Are we ever going to have a season like that? It just feels like an ending. It just feels like a finish. it just gives that off that energy, I feel like. So you guys can let me know, and I'm gonna be honest, if there is overwhelming, like, we want to see another year, we want to see more, everybody's commenting like, yeah, we want to see more, we want to, like, we want the series to go 7 years, 8 years, whatever the case is, then I mean, obviously I'm not going to complain because I love playing this, but at the same time, I don't want to drag it. I don't want to overextend it to a point in which it's just no longer interesting. And I feel like at the peak of this series, it just kind of feels like a storybook ending. So, you know, you guys could also let me know in the comments, say like, yeah, this is a good spot to end it. Just let it be. You know, let it end here. Don't drag it on. Don't overextend this. Just let the storybook ending be the storybook ending. But if not, say, yeah, you know, we want to see more of this. We want to see another year for Tyrone Dell. We want to see this go 7, 8 years. We like it in this format where I went ahead and just stuffed it all into one season. Obviously, it would take longer to do, but, you know, I was able to get the whole season out to you guys in one big video. So that really is going to be what, you know, all comes up to you. I have all this stuff recorded for recruiting. I haven't done the off season yet, so I don't know what that's going to end up looking like. I don't even know what the team looks like for next season, if the next season happens, but I do have all the stuff recruited and all the stuff I did do recruiting, and if we do another season, I would show it to you all and everything. So I have all the stuff just in case, but I mean, you could take a look at what we were able to do, go for 4 wins, 7 wins, 8 wins, and then DJ Lagway steps in, we go and have an amazing season, then we go a little bit, you know, a little bit of a down tick the next year, but then right up to a 15-1 national championship winning season. So the last thing I do have to show you is, I do want to show you, if this truly is the end of the series and you guys think that this is an appropriate finish, I at least want to show you, you know, the players' future results. I want to show you these guys going to the NFL. So Moses and Cobbs did want to transfer. We ended up actually keeping Cobbs and keeping Moses. So, I mean, again, if we play another year, we'll have them both. But when it comes to these players, they are going to be sticking around. But we lose Tank Cherry, we lose Aziki, we lose Quintana, Kaufman, Kane, we lose Jackson, Gibbs, Easy, Maeva, our kicker, and Foster, and our fullback, and all these other players. So it would have been a pretty big class of players to replace, including a Heisman winner and our best offensive lineman, our linebacker. I mean, the players ended up getting drafted. 3 first-rounders. Kaufman goes in the 4th round. But, you know, ultimately, if this is the end, then obviously I have loved this series and I've loved playing it. And if you guys agree that this is kind of the natural endpoint, then I guess we'll call it here. If not, I mean, it's going to take some overwhelming support to, you know, really get this to go another season, because I really want to make sure you guys want to see it and actively make your voices heard here. But this truly is the end. Had a lot of fun. If it's not, then I guess I'll see you in the next season. But ultimately, like, comment, and subscribe regardless, because any and all support is much appreciated. And I will see you guys all in the next one.